Hello, people. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Welcome back to the Random Show with your host, Agostino Zinga. What's happening, people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's going on? Welcome back to the Random Show. It is your host, Agostino Zinga. This is episode number 287. 287 coming at you live and direct from an undisclosed location somewhere within the depths of London. Welcome back. It is your host, the one you wish you never knew, Agostino Zinga. What's happening, brothers and sisters? Hope you're well wherever you are around the world right now. Hope you are doing splendid. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing good. All right? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Big up everybody in the stream chat. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for joining. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. Really, really, really do. Wagwan for the Wagwan for the Wagwan for the Wagwan for the Wagwan. What's happening, everybody? What's happening, everybody? NJ Ranger, I see you. Successful Egg, I see you. Jack Donny Jr., I see you. Austin Casey, I see you. Jaded, I see you. Stevie M, Carlo G, Rustin Langley. Glenn Maderos, what's going on, Glenn Maderos? A struggling Fang player, what's going on? Little G, what's going on? Gamebred, what's going on, my nigga? What's good, brother? Vagabond, what's good? Space Guy, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? NJ Ranger, what's good? What's crackalacking, Andre? Pre-band for Loco, long time no see, brother. Wagwan. Podcastables, you know what's up, my G? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Big up Chris Mack in the chat as well. Wagwan Chris Mack. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Okay, cool. Can I give you guys a bit of a cheat code? I'm feeling generous. You know, you guys should know how much I love being clean and shit, and I'm big into cleanliness. I'm big into hygiene. I'm big into just smelling and looking the best, that I can be. It's what I do. If you're looking for a moisturizer for your body and you are a stickler for fragrances, like you like to smell good and you like your skin to be nice and supple and soft, because some people are a bit weird and they don't like fragrances that smell nice or creams that smell nice. They want them like a fragrance less or non-fragrance moisturizer. Personally, I prefer a moisturizer that's got a bit of fragrance in it, whether it's cocoa butter, whether it's palm oil, whatever, right? I've discovered, or I found one, courtesy of Twitter actually. People are raving about it on Twitter, and I've been using this one in particular. This brand is called EOS. I'm sure some of you guys probably know of it. This fucking shit, it cost me £16. £16, 1/6 for this moisturizer. But I swear to God, this might be some of the best moisturizer I've ever had in my life. It makes you smell like a fucking muffin. I smell like a fucking muffin. I swear. It's beautiful. It's so soft. It's not really thick as well, because I hate thick moisturizer pores. I like it to be a bit light on my body and shit. I love applying this. I've been really being careful about how much I put on, because I'm already rinsing through it. But I swear to God, this EOS, the brand is called EOS. This is shea butter 24-hour body moisturizer, and the flavor or the scent is vanilla cashmere. I swear to God, if you want to smell like a muffin, if you want he or she to eat you up, recommend you check out this cream. I swear, honestly. For someone like myself that loves having a million showers, that likes to always fucking cream myself, honestly, I recommend you check this out. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Let me do what the fucking influencers do and put my hand behind it so you can see it. You get me? That particular shit right there. Goddamn. How is it? Why did I just see that? Big up Ricky Pitcher, you fucking goon. How is it for wanking? I have no idea what you're talking about, Ricky Pitcher. I have no idea what you're talking about. Space Guy, shocked that AZ likes to smell like a muff in. TB Huck. I'll pay extra to watch AD apply moisture. You see what I mean? You guys are not serious, man. I'm trying to be vulnerable to you. I'm trying to be personable. I'm trying to share like a moment, right? I'm trying to fucking open a little bit of my life to you and share with you some of the things I get up to off stream. And look at you guys mocking me and turning my advertisement for EOS, which is a free ad, by the way, free ad. You're now turning it into an opportunity to chastise me and accuse me of being this serial gooner, you know? Well, I'm just showing you my gooning moisturizer and shit. It's like, no, I apply this on my body, not on my fucking penis. Actually, do I rub it? No, I don't actually. To be fair, do I moisturize my penis? I don't think I do. I'm not like hosing it down. You know what I mean? I'm not like cleaning like I'm cleaning a fucking tap in the sink or something. I don't moisturize my penis. I'm not gonna lie. Do you guys moisturize your penises? I usually just moisturize all over my body, but I usually tend to avoid moisturizing my nuts or my dick. I just kind of do everything else, but I don't sit there and fucking, you know. Do you guys moisturize your dicks? Yeah, big up Austin Casey. Making yourself vulnerable is the first mistake. I've learned, sir. Don't worry, I've learned. Look at everybody. Okay, now I get it. Sorry, I get the joke now. Do you moisturize your dick? And I see Game Bred Footballer every day. Do you moisturize your dicks? You guys are like every day. To this day, you know. Oh, you guys are disgusting. I swear to God, you guys are some disgusting, filthy monsters. Yeah, big up Young Old Vibes. You definitely came in the wrong time. Big up Koila. Well gone, my guy. What's good, my G? Anyway, whatever. Let's jump on into it. Yeah, podcastable. Do you moisturize your ass crack? Yeah, for sure. I love moisturizing my bum. There's no better feeling than leaving the gym a bit sore and stuff and just, you know, giving the bum a little fucking, you know, a bowl, but you know what I mean, a good moisturizer. I love fucking getting in there. I love getting in there, fucking giving it a little bounce. You know what I mean? Getting your fingers up in the little crevices and just crevicing. I love that. There's nothing better than buffing up the derriere. Man do that all the time, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really doing anything else. But anyway, let's go. We got loads of things to talk about today. Many things that I forgot to talk about last stream. If you were here last stream, you would have known how crazy it was. I think I went to the gym in between, I think, a stream. I was up for ages. I was editing some clips and shit. I stayed up too long. I tried to record late at night, and I swear to God, right, I was rambling and I was like saying stuff, but I don't know what I was saying, so I had to delete that stream. So anyone that saw it, congratulations. But I had to delete that stream. That stream was fucking horrendous. I was just like rambling and not making any sense, and I started talking about things that weren't on the screen, and I was like, I don't know what was going on, but I was all over the place. I was fried. But it was mostly because I just stayed up too late and I was really fucking tired, and my brain was running on, like, you know, 0 hours of sleep as per usual. So we're back today. We're gonna go through some stuff. So today's gonna be a bit of a weird one because we're gonna go through some of the old TFATK episode because there's no new one today. They kind of announced that they have no new episodes for the, you know, because of an unfortunate circumstance or something. So we're gonna go through some other bits and bobs, and then we're of course gonna, you know, do what we do. Watch a bit of Chin. We've got some other videos to watch as well. So it's going to be a nice chock-a-block show for you guys. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink, and let's get into the show. So first things first. We have to talk. We have to talk about Bert Kreischer, and we do. We just have to talk about Bert Kreischer. And I'm sure that picture that most of you have seen already now. Most of you have already seen this picture already, but we just have to talk about it. The caption from Bert Kreischer's Twitter is as follows: obligatory, just dropped my daughters off at college crying pic. I posted one 2 years ago for Georgia. Now it's Isla's turn. I'm so excited for her. I'm so proud for her, but god damn it, I'm gonna miss that kid. Both girls are out of the house now. Thank God I married the woman I did. I'm gonna be a mess for a minute, and I'm headed to Vegas. So this is Bert basically announcing to the world that the last of his daughters is now going off to college, so his house is empty. He's feeling alone. He's feeling vulnerable, and he kind of misses his daughters, right? Which is a normal human, father flipping emotion to have. The only weird thing about the situation is him posting this picture on social media. And weirdly enough, if you think about the caption, he mentions his daughters a lot. He says he speaks about his daughters in the caption, but the picture is all about him. So it goes back to the standard, thing about Bert that everyone hates. He always finds a way to make it about himself, and it must be so exhausting to have Bert as a dad. Can you imagine those daughters, how they must live day to day having Bert as a dad? Obviously it's great because you get to go to college and you're not in debt, and he gets to look after you and shit, and he's famous and all that malarkey. But as a human being, it must be pretty exhausting to have him as a father because of his occupation and because of his personality. Because I don't think because he's a comedian he's this like self-absorbed and this weird and this always in need of attention and making everything about himself. I don't think so. I think it's also part of his personality. I think even if he wasn't a comedian, he'd still be this much of a loser. And you think about it, this guy's like what, 55, somewhere around that kind of mark, and this is what you're doing still. So in one way I can understand him feeling like this because I'd imagine it is quite an emotional moment to send off your last the last of your kids to go to college, because things are never going to be the same again, especially if it's a young woman. Girls obviously mature much faster than guys do, and most likely when she goes off to college she's probably never going to come back. But let's also be fair and say this is kind of weird to post on social media. This is one of those moments that you should be having yourself in private. This is not something that needs to be shared with the world. I don't think so. There's a bunch of people online who are like mocking parents who are posting pictures of their kids going to school, first day back at school and stuff, right, and taking a piss out of them. But I can kind of understand a parent being proud to post a picture of their kid going to school first day back, right, after the summer break and shit. That makes way more sense than a 55-year-old man posting a crying face, selfie about his daughter going to college. And the thing that's really weird about this is that I've always said, and I always stand by, people who take pictures of themselves crying having a mental illness. Like, you definitely have some form of mental illness to sit there and cry and then remember, oh shit, I need to take a picture, and then whip out your phone and take a quick selfie. Like, that's ridiculous. Even if he didn't take a selfie, most likely he might have done a really clever thing where he probably recorded himself crying and then just took a screen grab. But regardless, recording yourself crying in any realm, in any shape, in any degree, is a form of mental illness. It legitimately does show that you're not all there in the head, and it definitely does show that he's performative. Remember when Bert was worried about not being performative? Oh, people think I'm performative. I don't want to be performative, bro. This is the height of being performative. What the fuck are you doing? This is so unnecessary. Have your little crying moment with yourself. Have it with your wife. Have that tender moment. Share it. Be present in it. Be very, sit in your emotions. Reflect on what you've done so far with your kids. Maybe the things you've missed out on. Things that you might want to correct later on. And then move on. But posting this stuff on social is so G-A-Y. I swear to God it is. It really is so G-A-Y. I swear to God it's so G-A-Y. It's the worst thing ever. But again, I'm not surprised because this guy is stuck in a perpetual state of arrested development. He's not really like the rest of us, He's a little bit strange. What are you guys saying in the stream chat about this? Is he crying because he knows his daughter is getting the high hard one right now? Probably. No, you know what? I don't think so. I don't think Bert doesn't strike me as the kind of dad that will be too preoccupied about his daughters becoming whores or not. If anything, from what I've understood about Bert and his relationship with his daughters, it doesn't seem to be the most healthiest. I think his daughters kind of despise him. They seem to love the mum way more than him. He says already admittedly that he missed out a lot on their youth because he was all going around touring and trying to make money for the family. So I think if anything, Bert's probably more worried that they're never going to come back. They're going to run away forever because they've had to live under the household of an up and coming, trying to make it comedian for most of their, young life. That's hard, man. I know that these kids are rich. I know they have a good life, but spare a thought for Bert Kreischer's two daughters. They've had to grow up in that house with Bert trying to make it in stand-up. Constant videos out of that pool. Constant podcasts in the other room. Joey Diaz spiking, no, Ari Shafir trying to spike him, like recording streams, drunk this, something's burning. Like, it must have been so exhausting growing up in that house, having Bert constantly on, always performing. So they probably were super happy to run away, super happy to get away and go to college, super happy. Some of them, maybe one of them or both, don't even want to go to college. They don't even give a fuck. They just wanted a break. So I think he knows now that they stepped out of the house, it's unlikely they're going to come back. You know, they're probably going to come back and ask for some money. Why not? But they're not going to come back and live there. So I think that's probably what's cutting him up mostly. How do you introduce someone to the Bappaverse? Serious question. How did you introduce someone to the Bappaverse? Serious question. That's a good question there, Abe. I'm not too sure, to be fair. How would you introduce somebody? Maybe just go on the. Isn't there like a wiki on the TFATK subreddit? I think there might be a wiki on there, but there's not one video, is there, that kind of introduces you to the Bappaverse really? But I think there's a wiki that kind of introduces you roughly. But yeah, big up Abe. Big up Abe Martinez, appreciate it, brother. Chris Mack as well. It's wild. This dude is like a top touring earner during the Pandy LMAO. Wasn't it rumored he made that 25 mil? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Bert makes a lot of money, man. He's a raging alcoholic. He looks like he smells. Well, he looks like he smells. Obviously, he looks like fucking shit. But let's not deny, this guy makes a lot of money. He was working hard during the pandemic. He's still working hard after the pandemic. He tours a lot. He's really in demand. He sells a bunch of tickets. Even if some of the tickets he sells, I know some of you guys were saying that his ticket sales are a little bit dodge. You know, they're a little bit dodge because allegedly most of his ticket sales come because of that show he does where he invites a bunch of comics. So he doesn't really sell out a lot of his own solo tours, but when he does that big one with all the comics, it kind of sells out way more because obviously there's way more people on the bill and there's way more bang for buck for a customer. But he's still an in-demand comic. And I remember during the pandemic, he was selling out a few of those fucking, what you call it, tailgating sort of show things. Remember, like he sold out a lot of those shows, bro. I was like, shit, fair play. Again, not for me, but fair play to the guy. What are you guys saying? Working hard or hardly working? Oh, yo, big up Josie. He probably does smell. I've heard Leanne say she's had to tell him to soap. She's had to tell him to soap to skin, as she put it. Leanne Kreischer's got a good life. Don't get me wrong, right? She lives a good life, but basically is out all the time. He prefers to tour. He doesn't really like being at home. When he's at home, he's drunk, so he's probably recovering and hungover. So she doesn't get to spend a lot of time with him and being drunk and shit. So it's probably a good thing. But she still has to have this guy lay on top of her. From time to time, this guy still has to lay on top of her. His pits are on his face. The stomach is on her fucking rib cage. You know what I mean? Like, yes, she lives a good life, but she does a lot for that good life. You know what I mean? So big up Leanne Kreischer. She does a lot for that good life. I don't think there's a lot of people that will be able to put up with it. So yeah, man. What can you do? What can you fucking do? Bert Kreischer being an absolute weirdo. So let's look at the comments quickly. What are people saying in the comments? What's the comment saying? What the fuck is this shit? White dudes for Harris. Toughen up, cupcake. Bro, stop for the love of all that is holy. Bert, come on. This is like the mums setting up their phones to film themselves crying. Being a stay-at-home mum is hard. Have some respect for yourself. Have more respect for yourself than that. Manage to make it all about you, Bert. That's mint. I'll post that. Shut the fuck up for 2 seconds, Bert. I don't think this is obligatory. Did you make sure she had a mini fridge for her deodorant? I don't like the Bert hate. He crying cause in a week she be fraternity sweetheart getting the spin. I think this means, you know, I don't think this is a good thing, by the way. Shut up, fag. Marge is going to leave your fat ass. Dude, you're a pick-me. Please stop embarrassing yourself. Sack up Bert, Jesus. She's probably more of a grown-up than you. Are you crying whilst flying on a private jet? Oh yeah, he probably is, isn't it? You should only cry on a private jet if it's the first time you flew on a private jet. But you shouldn't be crying on a private jet because your daughter went to college. Like, what? She's better off being away from this soy boy behavior. Good Lord. I'm sure they appreciate your vote for Harris. The gifts are fucking amazing. I love the Clint Eastwood one. I love the Clint Eastwood one. One of my favorite beams ever. I love the Clint Eastwood one. Nah, Bert, you don't need post pics like this. Congrats on your daughter starting their next stage in life, and hope you feel better soon and feel proud. Good job, Bert. Real man right there. I'ma be doing the same thing in a few years' time. My dad did the same when he dropped me off at UT, only I didn't find out about it for nearly 2 decades. Proud of you for showing that your dads can cry too. Yo, Carl Hooker, you and your dad are fucking pussies. I'm pretty sure you'll discover a lot of joys now that you're in this new chapter of your life. You and Leanne will have a blast. I'm sure your daughters will be fine and you'll visit each other soon. Jesus Christ. What? Empty nest syndrome is real. Stay close and big hugs. They still need you. Stay healthy. Alina. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. I'll be freaking wreck when it comes my time to drop my daughter off at college. Still have a while. Okay, that's it. That's just the kid still alive. That's coming soon for me. I've been pre-grieving for longer than I'd like to admit. Where the fuck is 17? What? Pre-grieving? ¿Qué cosa? She's going to have such a great time and make so many memories. This will be me in 4 years' times too. Hangovers be making it. Finally, somebody said the truth. Hangovers be making it easy to cry. Hangovers. That's the reality of it. He's fucked up. He is fucked up. That's the reality of it. Ay, ay, ay. Look at the bright side. She won't be there long. Fucking hell. Blocked. That's good. Tom Segura farted in a car and locked the windows on you. Don't lie. Don't worry, she's gonna have plenty of fun. Oh man, I can't believe they're both in college. I understand completely, Bert. You're a great dad. They'll all leave the red nest and be a poor man. I'm not looking forward to that day. I thoroughly enjoyed watching this ship sink. Finally, something funny. I love you so much, but please show us your estradiol levels. So cringy. Oh, this is so sweet. Resort World's going to be fun. Are you going to make a cameo appearance and Kill Tony event as well? Is that a joke, by the way? Resort World. Like what? My cat's turned 4. Keep them away from the guy. Get it together. How could I predicted Bert would make it about him? Etc, etc, etc. What can you do? Standard Bert behavior. We're not surprised. We're not surprised. We are not surprised. Moving on. Can I quickly tell you guys about this, by the way? Do you guys know this? So I'm going to quickly play this video. Do you remember Teen Snipe, right? This is the video that AD and T-Rail filmed. This is a diss track towards Adam 22 and the rest of the No Jumper cast. When those guys, where is it? Oh, I don't have it, do I? Do I not have it? Damn it, do I have it? Yeah, cool, I have it. Let's see, do I have it? Teen Snipe, where is it? Bear with me 1 second here. Teen something, right? It's teen. I don't I fucking have it. Oh man, I thought I fucking had the video. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let me get up on here quickly on YouTube. So there's a video that T-Rail and AD filmed called Teen Snipe, which is meant to be a diss record back to Adam 22 and the No Jumper guys, because they did a diss record to those guys, right? And there's a segment in it that's very interesting that I want to talk about, because allegedly the reason behind what they said was really interesting, which I just found out courtesy of No Jumper Reddit. So let me quickly play the video for you so you can see what I'm talking about. But this is AD and T-Rail, and the tune is called Teen Snipe, right? And there's a part in it that I want to highlight for you guys. So let's get it up and loaded, and then we can talk about it as we continue, right? So let's get the thing all going. Bear with me 1 second as I get this all loaded up on here. Let's put it at 480 just so it doesn't fucking buffer too much. And let's go. This is AD and T-Rail Team Snipe. Let me just play it for you, and then I'm gonna stop at a bit where I think I got the information from.
You's a bitch, nigga. Up 6 figures off your whole ass, bitch ass nigga.
Team snipe,
Yeah.
team snipe, team snipe, bitch.
Got my granny's heart, but got some shit I gotta say to him. Flew across the country just to groom a Canadian. Thought you was my boy, shoulda knew it from the jump. 35 on tour, fucking hoes with Lil Pump. White boy, you's a bitch, never use the word custom. Almost shitting on yourself when you see them perv busters. Views start to drop, run the porn just to win. Made you wave that white flag and you gon' do that shit again. Fact, you was scared to come to the office when I told you I would fix the issues with you and Whack. Fact, you told us keep it quiet, don't respond to the rants on the show cause you was scared to go and act. Fact, when Milk pulled up on you, you was parked in the back waiting for me acting like you had the strap. Fact, so why is you gangster all of a sudden run your mouth about the boy where I helped you?
Come on.
Where you at? Old age kicking in. Must forgot I'm from the set day. Flocko to the wolves, having problems with the essay. And Duno told you take the shit down to make it right. Getting threats and you said you'll never do it in your life. Why I hit my nigga Gil, trying to fix the division. You was home playing poker, trying to dodge a collision. And Bozo, that's my nigga, he told me he trusts me. 45 Brown brothers pulled up, it was just me. Talking tough on the net, in real life he really won't. Try to take me off the show, then court he had a stroke. Who phone under the bus, supposed to be your day one. You ain't got no real friends, could you even name one? Heartbroken to the core, acting like a bitter ex. Comparing views now to ours, 22 they ain't a flex. And I still keep your secrets, could expose the shit you do. Like why you really fire ski, but that's between me and you.
Team snipe, team snipe,
Sucker ass nigga.
team snipe, team.
So that bit there, do you hear that bit there, right? That bit where he said the real reason why you fired Ski, right? So this bit here is a bit that I got some information on. Courtesy of No Jumper Reddit.
The R's 22, they ain't a flex. And I still keep your secrets, could expose the shit you do. Like why you really fire Ski, but that's between me and you.
So allegedly, Ski, Kiki, who is AD's half brother, who used to be Adam 22's security guard and quasi No Jumper security guard, who got fired because he was shit at his job basically. And I think he turned up late to one. They were meant to go on a flight to Chicago. I think it was the day when they filmed that O Block. And he just got there late. I think he maybe missed a flight or something, and of course he got fired after that. But there was a lot of controversy around it because Ski, who's AD's half brother, was also arrested for some, you know, a PDF human trafficking type of shit, which is a bit weird. And also there was mad, you know, proof of him liking pictures of Riley when she was super young on her Instagram, like going back in her feed when she was like 16 and liking bare pictures and shit. So a bit mad. Anyway. With that being said, Kiki's been a bit of a mythical figure within the No Jumper universe, and somebody said on the fucking Reddit that maybe the reason why Adam 22 fired Kiki wasn't because he was terrible at his job, might have been because Kiki, listen to this, allegedly fucked Leonard the Plug's mum. Yes, you heard that right. The rumor is Adam 22's former security bodyguard guy happens to be AD's half brother, allegedly fucked his wife's mother, basically his mother-in-law, which is why he fired him. I find that hilarious because I remember back in the day when Kiki was there. Do you guys remember? If you watch No Jumper, you would remember. I think there was like an office tour thing. There was like an office sort of like party or something, and Leonard the Plug's mum was there. And I think Kiki arrived, and I think it's in a vlog, I think, where Leonard the Plug's mum is being overly flirty with Kiki. And she's like joking around about how handsome he is, and or something, how tall, how big. I'm sure some of you guys remember, it was like a little video, it was like a vlog thing, that they had a party and Leonard the Plug's mum was there. So Leonard the Plug's mum allegedly fucked Kiki, Adam 22, and I guess Leonard found out about it, so they had to fire him. Now, personally, not sure about you guys, I'm not the biggest fan of Adam 22. You guys know how much I despise that man. But let's be fair. If you're Adam 22 and your security guard fucks your mother-in-law, he's got to lose his job, right? He can't stay, right? Like, isn't Adam 22 perfectly within his right to fire Kiki if he fucked his mother-in-law? Isn't that perfectly okay to do? If you've been told under no circumstances can you fuck my mother-in-law, you can fuck anybody else you want here, but don't fuck my mother-in-law. I know she's hungry for you. I know she's giving you the gilfy, hungry eyes. But under no circumstances are you allowed to slip your pee-pee inside my mother-in-law. And he just couldn't resist, you know. That what is Lena? Lena's Armenian or something, or Persian. I don't know, whatever she is. Like, he just couldn't resist. He couldn't resist that fucking granny falafel. You know? He couldn't resist it. He needed that. He needed it. So allegedly that's what's happened. So yeah. Like I said earlier, I think the whole diss thing is a bit lame. I don't really like the songs. I think they're a bit dead. I think the whole beef was stupid. Like, talking about you came to the office, like, it doesn't hit the same as like actual real beef, you know, when you have actual real beef with somebody. Talking about office workplace stuff is so weird. It's like, imagine if you at your workplace now, you had a system or you had a thing where you guys were like writing diss records for each other, right, in your workplace. Imagine how weird that would be. So this is the same sort of level. So that's the rumor out there. I'm not too sure if it's true. You know, most likely it's not. But even if it's not, it's a good story, innit? It's a fucking good story. A never-ending shit show of No Jumper keeps on keeping on. Super entertaining. Super entertaining. Cool. Let's move on from that one. Big up Asada Z is damn, so Kiki got PDF allegations and grandma allegations. He a fan. Yeah, exactly. Kiki doesn't discriminate, bro. Kiki does not discriminate based on age. That's for sure. If you're old enough, you're old enough. If you're young enough, you know. If you're young enough, you know. Kiki's on timing, bro. Kiki's on demon time. That's for sure. So continuing on. As you guys have heard, there's no TFATK show. As you guys may have heard, there is no new episode of TFATK. So usually, from my bullshit place that I'm at, I usually am aware that TFATK episodes usually drop every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm not sure if it's the same if you're in the States, but in the UK, I usually see new episodes of TFATK posted, at least the YouTube videos, around 1 or 2 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this week, no Thursday show. No Thursday show. Interesting. No, sorry, no Tuesday show, no Thursday. No Tuesday show. So no Tuesday show. So what do you think is happening? What do we think is happening? It could be due to the lack of views overall. It's hurting them, but I'm not really too sure about that, because from what I'm aware of, when it comes to sponsors and, you know, when it comes to ad sponsors and shit, what do they do? Yeah, when it comes to ad sponsors and shit, they will usually agree a deal based on episodes. So even if they sign a deal with you and they give you 30 grand, they'll usually say, yeah, we want this amount of ad reads, which will be, you know, covered across your 2 episodes per week. So as long as you get those episodes out, you're fine. So I don't think it's like that. It might, and usually ad contracts are like 6 months and upwards. So I'm not too sure what the deal is. Maybe it's Chin. Maybe Chin's decided to resign. Maybe Chin's looking to move and they're figuring other things out in the meantime. Maybe it's to do with the Trug, you know, giveaway. They've not sorted out a lie or a fix for it yet, and they're struggling to make it work. And they know that if they come back on camera without explaining what's happening, people are going to get upset and shit. I don't know. Or it could be because, you know, they may be actually busy outside of TFATK, which I doubt it, because TFATK is their main breadwinner. I think they've both seen, Brendan and Brian have both seen over the years, especially with Brian's cancellation, that the only thing that was consistent, the only thing that was dependable, the only thing that was sure was TFATK. They got maybe, you know, excommunicated for the comedy scene. They're not as like, you know, they're not as plugged in with the fucking, sorry, they get excommunicated from the comedy podcast scene. They're not as plugged in with the stand-up scene anymore, especially Brendan after he quit. Rogan and their relationship isn't what it used to be. But one thing they could always rely on was their flipping, you know, their podcast. So it's a bit weird to see now, all of a sudden, them taking the foot off the gas when it comes to TFATK and not just following through on shows. There's been a lot of cancellations, I feel like, over the last couple of months, or 18 months or so, more than ever before, missing show here and there, all over the place. And now it might get to a place where these guys might start doing 1 podcast episode per week. Could you imagine that? They might get to a point where they start doing 1 podcast episode a week. which might not be a bad idea for some people because it would make you kind of focus your energies on that one episode and make it as funny as possible. But we've watched enough TFATK together on this stream as a family, and I'm sure you guys have watched it on your own sometimes, and you know that these guys make no effort to be funny. So it's not even as if like they get one episode, or if they go down to one episode per week, it's going to actually improve the quality of the show. It probably won't. It'll probably be the same fucking shit, because unfortunately they're both over it and they're just doing it for the money because it pays well and they're just kind of going through the motions, but they don't really care about their show. They don't really care about putting on a fun show for the fans. They don't really care about making it entertaining, funny, insightful, nothing. They just clock in and clock out, you know, because they just have to and because it's the main thing that pays their bills. So it's wild to see what's going on. If you had to ask me what I wanted, what scenario I want a scenario where Chin fucking quits. That's what I want. I want a scenario where Chin quits. I would love that, because I think they obviously take Chin for granted. And obviously, in that entire studio, if Chin was to leave, I think that could legit spell the end of TFATK. Obviously, if Brendan leaves, it's over, right? Brian's never going to be able to steady the ship or kind of keep it going, you know, without Brendan. But if Chin was to leave, if Chin was to resign, if Chin was to resign, that would end the show immediately, because there's no way they could find somebody who could do what Chin does on his salary. Whoever they would try and hire now, especially with these Gen Z kids who don't take no shit in the workplace, they'll be like, what? You want me to do what? Okay, if you want me to do all that shit, compensate me accordingly. And they won't be able to afford it. So whatever they're able to get away with paying Chin now, you know, let's say 100 grand a year, and he's doing 12 hours to 16 hours a day, they're not going to ever find someone else willing to do that. The other person's going to come in and clock out, do the bare minimum and keep it going. So if Chin does leave, it's going to leave a big hole, because, you know, he does basically everything in the background apart from maybe the timestamps. So I'm curious to see, well, go on. I really am curious to see what the deal is here. What are you guys saying here, the stream chat? What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying here? Apologies for missing some of it, guys. Must be a Senate. Yeah, big up Coil. I just saw your comment. It must be a Sainaz post. No one else can spell unforeseen circumstances. Yes, Sainaz runs the TFATK Instagram. We know that for sure. It's definitely her, because she loves a good heart emoji. So it's definitely her. Jack Donny Jr. says IRS are coming. Assad is Brian forgot his side chick is pregnant. Oh, amazing. Slow Joe taking over the views. Successful egg. Rinks went to get more plastic surgery. Say Andre. Charles Lucas. Bappa been briefed by White House not to say anything until after the elections. Big old Charles Lucas. Exactly. The DA called Bappa, innit? The DA and the White House called Bappa and said, look, you have to chill. You can't announce this big news, man. You're going to take the attention away from this debate. Oh my God. They found the bodies of Chin's ex. The truck giveaway shouldn't be taking this long. Winner should have been announced immediately. Stephen Castaneda. Brother, you know what the deal is with that shit. You know what the deal is. You know what the deal is. It's so obviously a scam, man. Honestly. Brian on holiday with his parents, says Mr. Bob. TFATK is their only fucking job, LOL. Yeah, you know what? Jack Donaghy Jr., great fucking point when you put it like that. TFATK is their only job, innit? It's their only job they have. This is the only gig they have. Well, Brian Callen's also employed by Steven Crowder, innit? But TFATK is basically their only job. Their only job is TFATK. And they're still fumbling and half-arsing it. It's like, bruh, this is the only thing that actually pays you consistently. You kind of pay yourself. You do pay yourself. Yeah, I've been like, what? Fucking hell, double down on it. Yeah, Assad, yeah, we're gonna go through that as well. We're gonna go through that. Do you see the clip of Chin confronting Papa about a sitting case idea? We're gonna go through that. Yeah. Shaw destroys Callan's views in conversations. Brendan hates his fans. They're all Mexicans. Yeah, exactly. Stevie M. Big up Andrew VH says that's just it. AZ. they're trying to be funny. They're even doubling up on the funny, and it doesn't break the laugh barrier. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. They are actually, recently, you've seen on the show, they're trying to be, especially Brendan, he's trying to be a bit more edgy and kind of shitpost and being a bit of an edgelord, but it's not working. And obviously Brian's obviously trying to be funny too, and it's not working. So, you know, I honestly thought Sanaz was going to change things, because I thought they were going to try to make her laugh, but obviously instead what happened is, you know, allegedly Brendan started fucking her and things have just gone back to normal. I thought they were at least going to use Sanaz as like a, you know, as a sounding board to be like, hey, let's try and be funny, let's try and impress this young girl. But, you know, Brendan beat everyone to the punch, started cooming in her, and now we don't really have much of a show. But yeah, we don't know what's going on. I guess we'll find out on Thursday, but I am hoping that my narrative that Chin quit is true. I would love that to be true. I would love it to be true that Chin quit. I would fucking love it if Chin quit, because that would send their world completely topsy-turvy, and they would have nothing. They would not know what to do. I doubt Brendan even knows how to record a podcast episode by himself, so that'd be fucking brilliant if that happened, but it won't. Next on the list, we're going to talk about the Trug winner announcement. It's meant to be this week, right? It's meant to be this week. So let's see. So I guess they're meant to announce it on Thursday. They should be announcing the Trug giveaway on Thursday. It should have been announced yesterday, really, according to the rules. We should have got an announcement yesterday. We should have also had an update on the website, right? We should have known, courtesy of the website, who actually won. The website should have told us. There should be a little section on the website that says winners or something, but we don't have any of that shit. I think if you go on the website now, you can still buy the merch, obviously, but there's no section on here that says winners, you know? We don't DM wins. There's no section here that says announcement of winners or something with a timer. There's nothing on there. So clearly something nefarious is going on. Let's just say that. Something nefarious is going on behind the scenes. I don't think it's a coincidence that they cancelled Tuesday's show, which should have been the show that they announced the winner on. And there's no announcement, even though it should have been announced on Tuesday. That's the funny thing, honestly, man. And also, why are they announcing it on TFATK? Like, it's Brendan's own thing. Why shouldn't he should announce it like separately? It shouldn't be announced via the. I don't think so. I know it sounds weird, but shouldn't it be announced like on its own platform? Like, where's the fucking Drive Fast or Gas Instagram account? Why aren't they announcing on there and then sharing that post on their Twitter, on their fucking Fire and the Kid account or something? Very, very strange. Anyway, this is Brendan talking about the truck winner will be announced this week. Don't worry. Look at him. Don't worry about it, by the way. I'm sick of it. LOL. I think Koila mentioned it earlier. Imagine if you're one of the sponsors. Imagine if you provided parts for this car. You provided the whole car. You did the interiors for free. And he's talking about being sick of the car. He's probably driving it. That's why he's sick of it. He's probably driving himself day to day. That's why he's probably sick of it.
All that. One championship. Thanks for having me. Congrats to Mighty Mouse. Love you guys. The winner of the truck Drive Fast All Gas, we find out either today or tomorrow, so it will be announced this week. I can't wait. Trust
today or tomorrow. So that usually Schaub show's recording on Monday. So today would have been Monday. Tomorrow would have been Tuesday. We're now on Wednesday and still no winner's been announced.
me, I'm as sick of it as you guys are, but the winner will be announced this week. All right, kids, that's it.
So he beat everybody over the head about the truck. He said someone's gonna win this truck. Enter the merch, fucking buy the merch, enter the raffle to potentially fucking win the truck. And then when the date comes around to announce the truck winner, he goes completely radio silent. Not replying to comments anymore. No updates. They cancel an episode. It's fucking typical, isn't it? Absolutely typical of this motherfucker. Absolutely typical. But of course, in the midst of all of this, Brendan also got himself another new truck. This Humvee is actually really nice. This looks like it's black or something, or olive. I think it's actually got some Hummer branding there. So he bought himself another Hummer. And we know Brendan, innit? He's a fucking, he loves to spend money. So it wouldn't surprise me if it had something to do with, it wouldn't surprise me if the purchase of this Hummer had something to do with all the sales he generated from the fucking raffle sale thing. It wouldn't surprise me. All the money earned from that is what paid for this. But now you can't announce a winner of this truck giveaway because this truck giveaway is fucking, maybe a bit of a scam. Allegedly. So I've heard, you know. But it's a really nice truck. It's just, you know, it's just another one of those things added to his collection of things that, you know, does he really need it? Who fucking knows? But it does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it does look really fucking cool. It's a really fucking nice truck. And of course, he's tagged every fucking person under the sun in this picture because he's hoping to get some free stuff, you'd imagine. And there it is. It's fucking beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. It's really nice. But look at the comments. Look at the comments. Look at the comments straight away. Who won the other rig? What's the reply say? Ask your girl. Corny. Okay, cool. There's all the fans are actually arguing under fucking Brendan's fucking account. How hilarious, man. What's that? Sorry. What's that grown man? What's that grown man washing your truck? Oh, okay. They're talking about Tiger trying to be funny. Oh, you got the truck version. If you really want to go all out, install the 8.1 liter Vortex. Okay. Are we not going to speak on the fact that he's wearing a sick Mexico jersey? This guy needs some Are you already painted? Bruce Jenner, thick with 3 C's. My wife doesn't get it. Nice truck show. Crazy how 40s look like regular tires on my 37s. Bro, you deleted the cabin. What about the kids? What? Every time I look over to the chat, Ricky Pitcher's saying something crazy. I hope he rolls the Hummer. Yo, relax. Yo, every time I check the chat, Ricky Pitcher's saying something flagrant. I hope he rolls the Hummer. God almighty, bro. Chill out. I hope he rolls it. You guys are going crazy, man. No. Okay, we got that. What else? Do we have any more? Any more comments of people asking about the truck? Let's see this random Jim Carrey one. Are people asking about that too? Me realizing women are attracted to men. What's that? Brilliant. Drive fast or winner will be announced this week. No one. What's that? What's it saying here? Literally how I got my last 2 girls. But what? Okay. I thought it was the trans who preferred transmission transitions. Remember how your gay joking Gringo Pappy did? Yeah, this is about the same. Brendan, I love you, but these gay jokes aren't funny, man. Come on. Come up with something better. You're a comedian. That's where you're wrong though, sir. He's not actually a comedian, is he? Did he reply to this, by the way? I don't think he did he? He reads comments, but he didn't reply to this, did he? He doesn't want that smoke from the LGBT community, does he? He doesn't want that LGBTQ smoke. Yeah, no, he didn't reply. Did Russia pay you to post this? Make America great again. Spending tens of thousands of dollars to attract anyone is the saddest thing ever. So let's see what happens, man. So far, we got no update on the fucking truck. We don't know when it's going to be announced winner. He says this week, but, you know, Brendan says a lot of things. So who's to know? Who's to know? You kept calling it noches. Okay. You still giving your opinions on fights. It's confirmed, Papa. What? Yo, big up Austin Casey. Well gone.
Why the hell would he tag skunk works? They don't work on Hummers as far as I know.
You know why he tagged them, bro. He's clout chasing. You know why he tagged them. He's clout chasing. You know why he tagged them. He's fucking clout chasing. Clout chasing. There was that post. Remember that post we posted of the demon, the Dodge Demon, the neon green one at the 7-Eleven? There was maybe 30 fucking tags on that post, at least. On the, you know, he posted 2 pictures of it, and the second slide, everyone's been tagged in it. It's fucking obscene. He uses tags as like hashtags. That's what he does. It's like a substitute for hashtags. So you're hoping somebody that's searching, you know, that's searching for fucking skunk work will come and, you know, will stumble across your truck and give you a double tap or give you some money. Either way, absolutely redacted. Can't wait to see who wins the truck. Again, do not be surprised, my friends. Do not be surprised if the person who wins the truck, just by coincidence, just by a coincidink, happens to live not too far from the studio, don't be surprised, okay? Just don't be surprised. That's all I say. Just don't be fucking surprised. Another reason here, somebody put in the TFATK stream or TFATK Reddit, another reason why the show might have been delayed and why we got no announcement for the truck giveaway. Somebody with a bit of knowledge here, right? So big up this person who posted this on the TFATK subreddit, some information regarding why there's been such a delay on the truck giveaway. It says, Brendan's not creative enough to put together an excuse as to why the truck isn't going to be given away. Probably advised by a lawyer to keep quiet until they can figure it out. These car giveaways, while they do generate revenue, have to be orchestrated in a way to follow guidelines very carefully. They are treading in murky legal waters. If you look at the larger YouTube channels that use giveaways for tax purposes, 1320, Cletus McFarland, they use a law firm dedicated to be dedicated to being a medium between the consumer and the business. I can guarantee Barn Door didn't do this. He bought the H1 with the influx of cash from Redux entering the fucking giveaway. Now he's probably looking at 1, an illegal scheme directly tied to his name, 2, a non-profitable giveaway that will probably put him in the hook for the cost of the truck and legal fees, somewhere in the ballpark of $100,000 to $200,000. In other words, he's seriously fucked because he can't do anything without fucking it up and being sleazy. This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. This person, he or she, knows what they're talking about. They sound like it. If this is true, god damn. Like, I'm wondering, was it really worth it though? That's what I want to know. Was it really worth it? Because I'm sure he did this for like very understandable reasons, right? Wanting to increase your social media following, wanting to increase your engagement, marketing in general. I'm sure this is part of it, right? Like, hey, let me rebrand myself as a car guy but giving away a car, right? Now all of a sudden people think of me differently than the comedian guy, than the Joe Rogan guy, or whatever. Then we start giving away cars. But surely if that's what you want to do, you just go and tap up the people who do that sort of thing and just plug and play. It almost reminds me of the whiskey launch. Because I remember at the time when he launched the whiskey, I forgot what is called the process. I think, is it called white labeling? I forgot the process, but essentially I remember reading online that there was a lot of companies out there that were essentially hiring celebrities to front whiskey brands and pretend like it's theirs, but they did all the work on the back end. All the celebrity had to do was maybe come up with a name, you know, be included in the marketing promo, but they would do all the like work of like, you know, getting the whiskey to the country, distributing it to stores, selling it online. You would just have to be the person kind of marketing it and talking about it a lot online and shit and being an ambassador for it. And I think it was called white labeling, I'm not too sure, but anyway, a lot of people do that. So that's how they get started in the liquor industry. And I remember Brendan, for some reason, didn't do that. He just went and did it his own way. Like, he went and did it a super redacted way. And he didn't know how to, you know, handle distribution. He thought he could sell whiskey bottles on Shopify, just set up there and just set up on Shopify and just start shipping it all over the country, all over the world. He thought he could just sell bottles after his gigs at comedy clubs, you know, hand to hand and shit. Like, just insane shit. He thought he could force comedy clubs to serve it. Just wild shit. Didn't understand anything about, like, you know, state by state, I'm guessing regional fucking, you know, liquor laws, like very complicated shit, having to grease people's palms. He didn't understand any of that sort of stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is the same level of thinking, the same lack of thinking he applied to the Tiger Thick whiskey launch, probably applied to this, and now he's probably fucked himself. If this is true, the documentaries that are going to come out about this will be, because people already know Brendan's a gold mine for views, right? A lot of people have fucking made their entire careers off of, like, you know, setting up channels where they document every fucking mistake that he makes, and it's how it become big business. So if those same people who have now made a bucket load of cash talking about how dumb and unfunny and bully and all this sort of stuff Brendan is, imagine when they all find out that he did this scam. Imagine when they all find out he did this scam, how excited they'll be to make a video. Tom Dark and all those guys, you know what I mean? They're gonna jump in, mate. They're gonna be so on it. So on it. But yeah. Not surprising really for Brendan, innit? We shouldn't be surprised, man. What a fucking idiot. What an absolute idiot if this is true that he did what he did there. Like, why? Oh man. What are you saying? Pick up Chris Mike. Yeah, somebody else has the distillery and the formula and the distribution will set up, but then they bring in a big name to be the face. That's what Tom. Yeah, exactly. That's what Tom and Bert did. Yep, exactly. That's what Brendan should have done with Tigerfic. He shouldn't have just done it by himself. He should have got those guys to fucking help him out. You know? He def made white at the first traffic light. He hit LOL. Diva Dave driving off that Hummer a lot. Park lot was peak for Papa. Bro is straight redacted. Exactly. Yeah, big up Ruben Rivera, 2025 Europe AZ. Yes. Hopefully. I just had a thought. Maybe the stress of launching Tigerfic is what made him an alcoholic. Yeah, for sure, Assad. That as well. And I think all of the Bobby Lee, Kalila, him not really being in the comedy anything, like the pandemic as well, all that shit happened at the same time. To be fair, his life did turn upside down. Like, he had life was super good. Then all of a sudden Rogan decides to move and leave California and go to Austin, Texas, and makes it very clear that he doesn't want you to join him. You know what I mean? I don't think it doesn't sound to me that Rogan made much of an effort to convince Brendan to move down to Texas, although he's telling everybody else they should. He fucking offered to buy Joe Diaz a house. He didn't offer to buy Brendan one. So I think Brendan was aware, hey shit, all my friends are leaving. My comfort blanket, you know, is gone. And yeah, straight to the whiskey. I don't blame him, to be fair, but I love the era. I wish it could come back, man. I wish it could come back. I really do. I wish that era, that him could come back. I fucking loved him when he was drunk. He was so fun. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do some videos. So let's do, first on the bucket list here, let's go through, bear with me a second. Let's go through, what did we do yesterday? Did we do anything yesterday? We didn't do anything, did we? No, we didn't do anything. Because I fucking got crazy. So let's do the... Let's do Mike Tyson hates Brendan Schaub. Let's do that video. I forgot what the YouTuber is that made this, actually. Let me quickly check my phone because I downloaded the video. Who's the guy that did this? The YouTuber's name is ITP MMA Live. So this title of this video is Mike Tyson hates Brendan Schaub for being fake as fuck to him. This should be brilliant. This should be fucking good. I ain't watched this yet, but this should be so good. I cannot wait to watch this. This should be so fucking fun. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
That's me, sir. I'm done. I'm overcooked and done.
You done?
I'm done.
You officially retired?
Man, I retired 2 years ago almost.
Never coming back.
I ain't coming.
Look at him, bro. Look at Mike just standing there, mean monkey Brendan, eating that fruit so aggressively, and Brendan's not even trying to turn and look his way. He knows he's there. Brendan knows Mike Tyson's there, but he's not turning around. It's so funny, man. Mike Tyson big timing, stunting on fucking Brendan. Fucking good. I love it.
DC's crashing. You done?
I want to do this with you.
Look where he's looking. He's not looking at Mike at all. He somehow made an effort to turn the other way, but not look at Mike at all.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure that Mike Tyson hates Brendan Schaub these days because for some weird reason, Brendan loves to discredit Mike's boxing legacy and boxing knowledge in his podcasts, but I think what really killed their relationship for good is when Brendan showed a ton of disrespect about Mike's boxing skills straight to his face during a Super Bowl watch party back in 2022. And even though I have seen a great video made by American Redact about how Brendan crossed the line with Mike during this watch party, I actually don't think it really covers the whole story about how Brendan's actually been really phony with Mike throughout the years, and I'll explain how so in this video. So the first example that I want to bring up here is this podcast episode that Brendan made back in 2017 during the lead up to Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. Brendan's vibe throughout this portion of the podcast was really weird and disrespectful, especially with the things that he had to say about Mike. Just listen to what Brendan had to say in response to Mike's statement that Conor was going to get destroyed by Floyd.
I've never been a big Mike Tyson guy. I haven't. I think he's way overrated. I don't even have him in my top 5 of all-time heavyweights. There, I said it. Look up the records compared to Vander Holyfield.
By the way, I think this hot take was one of those ones he stole as well. I'm not too sure who kept saying this sort of stuff. Maybe it was Rogan. I think Rogan might be I think Rogan's a big fan of Tyson. But I remember that was one of the kind of hot takes people had back then. You know, like, oh, Tyson wasn't really that good. Lennox Lewis was better than fucking Holyfield. You know, those type of sort of comments. So I think this hot take was one of those ones he copied and pasted from somebody else to try to make it sound like he had, like, you know, real boxing knowledge. I don't think he actually even believed it.
Lewis, Klitschko, he's not in the top. Muhammad Ali, George Foreman. I can keep going on.
That's the one. Teddy Atlas. That's the one. Great memory. Big up the fucking stream chat. I got the best stream chat in the fucking world. Yeah, Teddy Atlas, exactly. That's the one. I remember there was somebody that like had this hot take and it went viral. Like at that time, I remember it being a thing. Yeah, Teddy Atlas, and of course he's got his history with fucking Mike in it. But yeah, I remember that.
How he's not top 5. And look at name of the best guys beat. Spinks and go. There we go. And then when he fought really good guys, he lost. Anyways, and I'm not just saying this because he's shitting on this fight. But I don't care what he says. Who gives a fuck what Mike Tyson says, to be honest?
The hate is strong in it. If anything, no, who would care what you think? Wouldn't Mike Tyson be the one people would care about more about what he thinks as opposed to Brendan, who didn't really have the greatest fight career, you know, when he was in the UFC? But again, what do I know?
Okay, right off the bat, even though I don't think that there's anything wrong with Brendan defending Conor's chances at beating Floyd, even though we all know by now Conor actually didn't stand a chance against Floyd at all, but I think that Schaub came off really bitter and petty here, especially when he called Mike way overrated. And to be fair to Brendan, I don't know boxing all that much, but a lot of people who do also don't have Mike Tyson in their top 5 heavyweights of all time either. But the thing is, even if Mike is or isn't a top 5 all-time heavyweight, he was still the most feared boxer of his time and was the first undisputed heavyweight champion in the 3-belt era. So yeah, regardless of whether or not he's top 5, top 10, or a top 15 all-time heavyweight, I feel like the guy might actually know what he's talking about when it comes to boxing. Like, is Brendan, a guy who never had a professional boxing match himself, really trying to make it seem like his opinion on boxing is more legitimate than a guy who won 45 boxing fights over the course of 11 years? Anyways, listen to how Brendan defends the McGregor versus Mayweather boxing match while also insulting Mike's new career in movies and podcasting.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so he's gonna make upwards of over.
Also remember, this is when Brendan was flying high. He was flying high. The ads were plenty. The views were in the hundreds of thousands. Easy light work. Comedy gigs coming out of the wazoo. You know what I mean? He was flying high. Like, his shit did not stink around this sort of time.
$150 million. So when you say the biggest sucker rules, and he's fighting a guy at 147 pounds with 10-ounce gloves on, who is not a knockout artist. What the fuck are you talking about, Iron Mike? Go do fucking Hangover 7 or something. Why are you hating on a guy? Why are you hating on a guy?
Go do Hangover 7, you know? So fucking rude.
If anyone should get this business plate, it should be him. He has a new podcast out, which he was supposed to do the Fight and the Kid, and we had to cancel on him because he was 2 hours late. So
there's some history there. Mike Tyson big timed them. He didn't rock up. He didn't bother even going to the podcast on time, and they had to cancel, which I don't believe, by the way. He probably just didn't turn up. Yeah, Green just didn't turn up, completely flaked. That's probably why Brendan's got another bee in his bonnet about Mike. This explains quite a lot then. I don't remember that.
All right, so he's doing a podcast. So he did the live touring, which again, this is all great, man. But he's doing autographs at Field of Dreams in Las Vegas. He's constantly looking for attention. So why would you hate on this fight?
How do you know all this shit about Mike, but then he thinks he's way overrated?
Why would you hate on this fight? And it's going to be bigger than any fight Mike Tyson's ever been involved in. Let that simmer. If Mike Tyson came on our show, and this was my question, hey, Mike, you've been in a lot of big fights. Does it bother you that Conor McGregor's Floyd Mayweather will be bigger than any fight you've ever been involved in?
What kind of horrible question is that to ask a podcast guest? Isn't that like a bad question? Why is he trying to be confrontational? Who the fuck does he think he is? God almighty, what a condescending, smug, rude cunt he was being back then, man. This is so unnecessary. Just because Mike didn't think Conor would win, which proved to be right. That's it. I think Mike was very early on like, you know, Conor's not got no chance. And Brendan got like personally hurt as if like Conor McGregor's his brother or something. He got personally offended. And him and Conor aren't even that close, you know. When's the last time fucking Conor McGregor's been on TFATK? Does Conor McGregor does he even know who Brendan is? I don't know. Like, Jesus Christ, Brendan, relax.
Go.
Like, what? Okay, so the fact that Brendan is trying to paint Mike as jealous or bitter that McGregor vs. Mayweather is going to be a bigger fight than any fight that Mike had ever done is ridiculous. I straight up don't even understand Brendan's logic here. Like, yeah, super fights that are happening in 2017 are naturally going to make more money than super fights that happened in the 80s. I'm sure Mike Tyson of all people understands that, and moreover, that's not even relevant to what Mike said. All Mike said is that Conor was going to lose the fight because he accepted a straight up boxing match against Floyd, which in hindsight turned out to be 100% accurate.
Exactly. Mike was probably one of the only boxers who was very like, he didn't really want to knock Conor too much. A lot of the boxers were like being very, because back then I was one of the people that kind of bought into the hype. I thought Conor must stand a chance. But I remember listening to a lot of actual boxers, people that actually watch boxing, say, he doesn't stand a chance. There's no way he wins this. No way. And some people actually predicted exactly how it will end even. You know what I mean? In terms of Mayweather giving him the early rounds, making him have a false sense of security and just running through him, you know, whenever he wanted to, turn up and shit. But Mike was one of the only people that was sort of like kind of gracious. I was like, you know what? He's not got a chance, but you never know. It's a boxing fight. You know what I mean? But he made it very clear that Conor isn't going to win. But he didn't say anything mean. He didn't insult him. He didn't say anything crazy. He just said, I don't think Conor's going to win.
Also, Brendan acting like a badass by claiming that if he were to ask Mike if it bothers him that May Mac is a bigger fight than any of his fights is hilarious to me, seeing as he did 2 podcasts with Mike after this and didn't have the balls to actually ask him this in either one. Yeah, man, this was just weird out of Brendan. I mean, obviously there's a bit of confirmation bias going on here, seeing as Conor got TKO'd by Floyd, so it's easy to look back at Brendan's takes here and laugh at how wrong he is, but that's honestly not my big takeaway from all of this. I think what's most strange about these clips is how weird and resentful Brendan acts towards Mike's boxing legacy and just his general boxing knowledge. Because if there's anybody in the world who should respect a former pro athlete who's trying to make a name for themselves in the world of entertainment and media, it should be Brendan, seeing as he crashed out of the NFL as well as the UFC and has been doing stand-up comedy and podcasting ever since. Like, where does Brendan get off disrespecting Mike for leveraging his name to make content when Brendan has been doing the exact same thing since 2014? Now, before we talk about the Super Bowl watch party where Brendan nearly gets himself knocked out by Mike, I want you to compare the clips that we just watched versus these clips from when Brendan had Mike on the Food Truck Diaries in 2021.
I've never been a big Mike Tyson guy. I haven't. I think he's way overrated.
He's the only man in the world that I would leave my studio to do a food truck with. He's the scariest man to ever enter the ring. It's Mike Tyson.
I don't even have him in my top 5 of all-time heavyweights. There, I said.
Like, you're cemented, man. Like, you're good. Like, every person on this planet thinks Mike Tyson's one of the baddest motherfuckers to ever do it.
Name the best guy he's beat.
Jesus Christ.
Spinks and go. There we go. And then when he fought really good guys, he lost.
Hey, it's weird they don't listen to you, though.
I don't care what he says. Who gives a fuck what Mike Tyson says, to be honest?
If Mike Tyson tells me something about boxing, I'm listening to Mike Tyson on boxing. I don't know why these young kids don't listen.
Like, come on, man. Is this as pathetic to you guys as it is for me? This guy...
Brendan. He's the worst, man, honestly. I don't even mind it when he has hot takes, but when he has hot takes and he does a complete 180 on them like that, it's like, bro, have you no shame? Have you zero fucking shame? Like, come on, man. And he gets him on the show and he's literally guzzling every piece of him.
Brendan is just blatantly buttering Mike up, even though just a couple of years ago he was saying the complete opposite when Mike wasn't in the room. I feel like this is a perfect example of what people mean when they say that Brendan doesn't actually have any real opinions of his own and will say whatever he needs to say in that current moment. And don't get me wrong here, I don't expect Brendan to look Mike right in the eyes and tell him that he thinks he's way overrated or anything, but there's clear.
Yo, big up Asad Aziz.
The difference between Bappa and Mike is Bappa has to quiet the gossipy podcast voice in his head to present himself as killer. Tyson had to quiet the killer in his head to podcast.
Asad Aziz spitting.
Clearly a stark contrast between what Brendan said in this podcast versus how he's glazing Mike when they're standing face to face. And I understand.
And thanks for the donor, brother.
Brendan is trying to be a hospitable host to Mike in these clips, but at the same time, if Brendan knows that there's video of him disrespecting Mike's boxing legacy and belittling his boxing knowledge, then maybe try and avoid saying things that will make you look like a complete phony when you actually have him on your show. Alright, and now we've reached the main event of the evening. After years of Brendan throwing shade at Mike when he's not around and then acting like a two-face when he has Mike on his podcast, this is the event where Brendan crossed the line and where I really believe he permanently ruined his relationship with Mike Tyson. Because during the Super Bowl watch party that Mike hosted at his own house, Brendan was a guest in Mike's home. Brendan repeatedly made a ton of rude, snide remarks at Mike's expense, and even though Daniel Cormier urged Brendan to stop, he still didn't take the hint. Schaub started kicking off with his bullshit about 30 minutes into the watch party when he started downplaying how difficult boxing fights are compared to MMA fights.
It's different. These dudes go 36. That 36 minutes is a nightmare.
Right. But the 3-minute rounds.
3-minute rounds. But listen though, I feel like the 3-minute round makes you want to fight harder.
To be fair, you know what as well? Because I watched too much fucking Brendan Schaub content over my life. You know, fucking wish I hadn't. But you know what as well? I think some of this attitude that he's showing towards Mike, I don't even think it's him being rude or trying to be rude. I think Brendan has this weird thing in his head where he thinks if he's disagreeable and if he's like steadfast in his stances and, you know, loves to debate with people in real life, it almost makes him seem more intelligent. I think he has that weird complex. He has that weird thing in his head. Like, if I argue, if I push back, if I offer my own opinion, I mean, like, he thinks that makes him seem more intelligent. So I think that's what he was trying to do with Mike. But obviously it came across way more snidey because there's obviously a lot of resentment there underneath. But I think that's what he was trying to do. It just came across really badly.
Because it's shorter.
But they don't really get started until 6 rounds in.
Okay, not the worst thing in the world to say, because of course some people would probably struggle more in a boxing fight for 36 minutes, whereas some people might have a harder time fighting in MMA for 25. But seeing as Brendan has never fought in an MMA title fight, let alone a boxing title fight, it feels a little bit weird for him to be downplaying how difficult a championship boxing fight really is.
Exactly.
Then things really start heating up when Brandon Marshall asks the group who would win between prime Mike Tyson versus Tyson Fury, and you can definitely tell that Mike was going to give a response, but then Brendan cuts him off.
Mike Tyson in his prime versus Fury in his prime. Who wins, Mike? That's the question.
By the way, that's a very direct question. Prime Mike versus prime Tyson Fury. Who wins Mike? Mike being Mike Tyson. Somehow Brendan finds a way to answer the question. Like, so rude.
Mike, before you answer, this is no disrespect to me.
He big, Mike.
Technically wise, Fury can go defense. His footwork, he's big. To me, as far as technique wise, Fury's the best we've ever had.
So I think he was saying that to Mike in an effort to, like, he thought it was a podcast. He thought he could like have like one of those. He thought Mike was gonna be very what's the thing called? He thought Mike was gonna acquiesce and be like, yeah, you're right, actually I love Tyson Fury, he's a great fighter. I think that's what he was trying to do, but obviously it came across incredibly rude, obviously. And also Mike probably doesn't think Mike Tyson Fury could beat him up at his prime, you know.
Listen, just him being Tyson Fury shows my greatness. He named after me.
His name is Tyson.
His name is Tyson.
And his daddy, yeah, he could beat me. He could beat me. I don't care. His name is Tyson. Named after the greatest fighter ever lived.
Greatest fighter ever lived.
Did you guys catch that last part? After Mike says that Tyson was named after the greatest fighter that ever lived, I'm pretty sure that Brendan laughs and says, "Oh wow, I don't believe that."
He could beat me. I don't care. His name is Tyson. Named after the greatest fighter ever lived.
Greatest fighter ever lived. Right there.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, look at that nicotine pouch as well underneath his lip. Look at that nicotine pouch right there. Look at that nicotine pouch right there. Honestly, like, I don't know about you guys, but maybe because I watch a lot of local content, but aren't some of you guys fascinated by the unearned confidence and narcissism of Redax and locals? Doesn't that fascinate you? People who are legitimately dumb have the confidence and the pride and the ego of somebody that's actually accomplished a lot in their life. Like, how is that possible? How can you be dumb but also be very not even braggadocious, just very smarmy and it's like Wings of Redemption. Wings of Redemption looks like a neckbeard. Wings of Redemption and Boogie both look like the quintessential neckbeards. They're 400 pounds. They barely bathe. They're fat pieces of shit. They beg for money to pay their bills, right? Like, they're just online, just playing shitty games and look disgusting. But when they speak on Local Live, when they speak on their streams, they talk with the brevity and the bass and the depth of somebody who's actually done things in their life. It's like, how? It's like with Brendan. Brendan could hardly form a sentence. He didn't achieve much in the fight game. He's an average fucking fight commentator, talking head person. He's not that well regarded or respected in the fight game, whether it's MMA or boxing, at all. The only place where he's kind of got a bit of respect I've seen is one championship. They seem to kind of like treat him with a level of respect and, you know, look at him a little bit more highly than he's looked at by other places. But he's talking with such confidence. It's like, how? How, Sway?
First of all, the fact that Brendan took it upon himself to open his mouth before anybody else just to say that he thinks that Tyson would beat Mike is pretty rude in and of itself. Like, did Brendan really think that this take was so important that he couldn't wait for Mike to give his thoughts on this make-believe fight first? It's just weird, man. Personally, I love Mike's response to this question, seeing as it's factually the truth. John Fury actually did name Tyson after Mike because John considered Mike to be the greatest fighter who ever lived. So for Schaub to just shrug off Mike's response just seems unnecessarily salty to me. And in response to this, Mike gets up out of his chair to do one of the scariest things that I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm overcooked.
You know what's really funny too, by the way? You know what's really funny that I just realized about this clip? He stands up, right? And in this type of scenario, maybe you might stand up and just walk up and down just to kind of stretch your legs. Or if you really want to eat the fruit, you just take the plate with you, or you just put some in your hand. Or at most, you stand like here. You stand a little bit more inwards if you're being like chill. You stand maybe 2 steps to the right. But Mike Tyson made an effort. He made a real effort to go all the way to the end of that couch and stand right in the line of Brendan. Like, he didn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't standing in between. He was standing right in the line of him.
And done.
You done?
I'm done.
You officially retired.
Man, I retired 2 years ago almost.
Never coming back.
I ain't coming back.
DC's crushing.
You done?
I want to.
This guy Mike Tyson moves to stand up over Brendan and eat some fruit while staring him down the entire time, all while Brendan.
And he puts his leg on the table. On the table too is good. The leg on the table is brilliant to show him his nuts. Like, look at these big black nuts. Look at these big black nuts, you racially ambiguous redact. Look at these big, fat, black heavyweight nuts.
Brendan is too scared to look up at Mike. This is genuinely terrifying, and every time I watch this clip, I start getting scared on Brendan's behalf because I'm sure that even he knew that he was moments away from Mike sending his chin into space. Schaub just doesn't understand social cues all that well, nor has he ever been all that good at reading the room, and this should have been a moment where he realizes the things he's saying to Mike isn't appropriate, especially when he's a guest in the man's house, but of course it's Schaub and he keeps on pushing his luck. Because after Mike simmers down a little bit, Brendan gets confident enough to make fun of Mike for putting down a 5K bet, and Brendan makes a joke that you can tell Mike doesn't really appreciate.
I was gonna bet something in that quality, but they only said I could bet 5.
Oh, okay.
5.
So I don't feel
I
like
only
that
let
if
Mike
you lose.
Tyson bet 5.
5.
They don't want
You pay your guy to roll blunts that today, dog.
Then right here, when Mike answers DC's question about how much weed he smokes every day, you can see Brendan murmuring in DC's ear that Mike doesn't actually smoke as much as he claims because he doesn't finish his blunts, which is just a weird thing to do.
Brendan, bro. What a fucking hater. Do you remember what I said to you before in these streams? That Brendan is the biggest hater. He hates more than every other channel that exists out there. What? How could you? Why would you even notice that and mention it? He doesn't actually smoke. He doesn't even finish his blunts. Yo, did Brendan fuck Joanna or something back in the day? Is that what you think what happened? Did Mike maybe fuck Slow Joe back in the day, and he just found out or something? Why the fuck does he hate Mike Tyson so much? Jesus Christ.
How much you smoke a day, you think?
50.
Yeah.
5?
Well, 50.
Because
you don't finish them.
No way, bro.
You won't finish it.
That's why it is, you don't finish them.
Then after like 2 hours of Mike ignoring everything he says, Brendan tries to get Mike to grapple B. Marshall. He asks Mike multiple times to come over and grapple, but you can tell that Mike is outright ignoring him off camera.
Hey, Mike, come do TV, Mike. Come do TV, big Mike.
Mike, come grapple.
Mike don't want to deal with Brandon, man.
I can't do this.
Mike, come grapple, dog.
Almost immediately after
Hold on, did Daniel Cormier say Mike doesn't want to deal with Brendan? Is that what he said? Did he say that? Mike doesn't want to deal with Brendan, man. Did he say that? Oh, then we rewind it back.
To grapple B. Marshall, he asks Mike multiple times to come over and grapple, but you can tell that Mike is outright ignoring him off camera.
Hey, Mike, come do TV, Mike. Come do TV, big Mike.
Mike, come grapple.
Mike don't want to deal with Brandon, man.
Daniel Cormier spotted it. Mike doesn't want to deal with Brendan. Of course, Brendan can't spot the fucking obvious fucking ignoring from all the rude shit he said. And like I said, he's got the brain of a literal dog. He just remembers what he remembers in a moment. So he probably forgot all the mean things and all the snidey, smarmy, condescending things he said to Tyson. And he's just trying to now be like funny and, you know, and kind and welcoming kind of guy. But he forgot completely what he said previously.
I can't do this.
Mike, come grapple, dog.
Almost immediately after Brendan starts making fun of Mike Tyson's shoe size, this is when DC fully loses his patience with Brendan being annoying and urges Brendan to calm down.
You better hope Mike don't learn to kick with that size 14, B-Marsh.
Oh, y'all gotta stop doing that on this foot. I don't think you like that, man. I don't think
Mike
you like that,
Tyson.
man. You better chill, man. I don't think you like that, man.
It's a
He coming back. He coming back. Mike's coming back.
He'll get mad at you, bro.
Yeah,
And then once he gets mad, it's over. Once he gets mad, it's over.
I got him now. He's slow. Bam.
Yeah, you don't want those problems.
No, bro. You don't want those Mike Tyson problems.
Nothing a double leg can't figure out.
Honestly, this
Nothing a double leg can't figure out. Oh my god.
part really irritates me from Brendan because even though he has one of his friends in DC just trying to give him
This obviously, you know what? Now I've rewatched this clip. This puts a lot of credence to what BGL was talking about. Like, Brendan doesn't listen to anybody. Like, he doesn't listen to anyone. Like, legitimately. So, in the beginning, when the TFATK sub were trying to, like, talk sense to Brendan and try to tell him, hey, we enjoyed the pod. Please stop being a piece of shit. Please stop being a bully. Please stop interrupting. Please stop being a cunt. Please stop being a know-it-all. Like, when the sub was actually trying, like, remember there was a period where the sub was actually trying to, like, get through to him, like, we love the show, just let Brian fucking finish his sentences. Stop being the center of everything. Stop making it all about you. It was a waste of time. Because even the people in Brendan's life who are far more successful than him, people who he kind of looks up to, people who are way more further in their career, people who are known, have their own name, he doesn't listen to them. Doesn't listen to them. So what chance do you think he's ever going to listen to some random Redditor or some random person in the comments or some random person on YouTube? No chance. He just doesn't listen. He's an absolute redact, like legitimate redact. It's wild to see. Like Daniel Cormier, if you notice in this clip, he's just saying what he's saying. He's not actually listening to what Brendan's saying. He's telling, hey, you better chill. You better chill. But he's not actually listening to what Brendan's saying back. Because he knows he's just talking nonsense. Like, look, just chill. I'm warning you, chill. Like, this guy is not one to be played with. And Brendan's still, you know, think it's a conversation. Nothing a double leg couldn't handle. A double leg? How about just stop being rude to your guest? Why? You know what I mean? Why not? Why not try that?
Good advice, he's so stubborn and clueless that he insists it's all in good fun, even when Mike has been clearly annoyed with Brendan for over 2 hours now by this point. Brendan is even dumb enough to say that he'll double leg Mike in his own house if Mike decided to get physical with him, which is such a lame thing to say. Like, dude, this guy lets Brendan in his house for this cool ass event, and
oh, so that house was in Mike Tyson, that stream was in Mike Tyson's house. I didn't know that.
the entire time, Brendan has been nagging Mike, disrespecting his boxing legacy, and just generally being a douche, and Brendan feels like all of that is okay just because he can out-grapple Mike, who's damn near pushing 60 years old. Then to top this all off, after DC tells him to chill out with being annoying to Mike, Brendan then says probably the most boneheaded thing he's said this entire event when he says the following while Mike and B. Marshall are play fighting.
Oh no!
That's the prison rules, Mike.
I'm done.
That's the prison rules.
Like, Jesus Christ, either Brendan is really dumb and doesn't realize what he's saying, or he genuinely wants to get sent to a place where time doesn't exist. Mike was in prison for 3 years, and I'm sure that he doesn't view that as a particularly happy period in his life, so why is Brendan making jokes about it here? I mean, I barely know anything about boxing or Mike Tyson, but even I've seen the very famous video clips of Mike getting angry at journalists for asking about his past legal troubles, so I'm sure that Brendan has to know that Mike has done time. And even though I want to give Brendan the benefit of the doubt and chalk this up to a really unfortunate bad joke that he made up on the spot, seeing as Brendan had been acting like a doofus towards Mike this entire event, I can't help but feel like he knew what he was doing here. Alright, and that's everything from the watch party that's worth mentioning. As you can probably imagine, ever since this event, Mike hasn't done another piece of content with Brendan. And seeing as they made 3 pieces of long-form video content together in a year, the fact that Mike hasn't done anything with Brendan in the last 2.5 years does indicate to me that Mike doesn't want anything to do with Brendan because of this watch party.
100%.
But honestly, if Mike was actually paying attention throughout the years, then he'd already know that Brendan's held some bizarre, inexplicable disdain towards him this entire time and had been bad-mouthing his boxing legacy for a while now. And even though Brendan did a decent job at hiding his real feelings towards Mike's boxing abilities for the better part of a year during their 2 podcast appearances together, it seems like he could only hide it for so long because he really came out of pocket towards Mike during the Super Bowl watch party. And I've seen people say that Brendan had been drinking during the watch party, and that might explain how annoying he was acting, and that may be true, I guess. But alcohol or not, Brendan is old enough to show basic manners and general respect to those around him, especially when he was a guest in Mike's home and was given a special position in the watch party. Like, seriously, can you imagine you're invited by Mike to his super nice house and to be a featured guest for this Super Bowl event?
That's a good point. He was actually the host, wasn't he? Wasn't he like the host, kind of? So, you know, Mike Tyson, or maybe his team, regarded Brendan well enough to give him that position, and he just shat all over it. Took the complete piss.
You spend the entire time acting like a dick to the guy who invited you. It's just wild to me that Brendan did what he did here, and even though I try to defend Brendan when possible, I really don't agree with his behavior, not just even in the watch party, I guess, but acting like such a phony towards Mike throughout the year they were making content together as well. Anyways, that's the video for today.
I wonder. Oh, I thought I was gonna see BGO in the bushes there somewhere. Big up BGO. But you know what's funny when you watch the clip? Mike stands up and walks away. I remember watching the stream. Towards the end, he was clearly uncomfortable and didn't really enjoy Brendan's company. So he started like just talking shit and fucking around with the people that were watching. He wasn't really bothered by the couch anymore. He kind of got bored, you know. He kind of got bored and got fed up of putting up with Brendan, so just left and didn't really come back to sitting down, I think, throughout the entire stream. Maybe towards the end. Fucking hell, mate. Brendan killed the room. He killed the vibes. He made everyone leave the couch, and still he didn't get it. And I think Daniel Cormier was being a pro. I think Daniel Cormier could see that Brandon Marshall and Mike Tyson were feeling a little bit, whatever about Brendan, and they left the couch. But he stayed, to not make it look weird. He just stayed there. But Brendan still couldn't read the room, still couldn't clock what was going on. Absolute bona fide read that. But I wonder if that level of hate towards Mike is maybe a little bit more deep rooted. I wonder if Slow Joe fucked him or something. It seems weird that he hates him so much. Like, it seems so bizarre that he has this strange hate burner. Or maybe it is to do with that fabled episode of TFATK. Brendan obviously said in that old clip that we watched close to this channel, that they booked Mike for TFATK one time, and he took more than 2 hours to arrive, so they cancelled it, which I don't believe. I just believe he just didn't turn up. But maybe that's the reason why he doesn't like Mike. He still holds on to that, that he didn't show up. And back then too, TFATK was way more popular than it is now. Well, even well known. He probably took it as a slight. It's like, look, we're gonna help you. You're not helping us, and you're turning us down. So maybe since then he hasn't let it go, which is why we see what we see at the moment. But fucking hell, I really wanted Mike Tyson to go crazy on him. Honestly, that would have been such a good thing to watch. I hope someone also asks him about this one day. Like, what the fuck were you doing? I mean, what the fuck was going on there? Hope somebody asked him about that. What are you guys talking about? Oh yeah, true. Pick up who's this? Kirimaru Setsuna. Weird. He didn't joke about Mike's daughter. No, he actually did. Didn't he say something about? I swear I remember him saying something about Mike's kids. I swear I remember him saying about Mike's kid, or something about Mike crying. I swear I remember him saying something crazy about Mike crying or something. I swear he did. But it wasn't Mike Tyson's house. It was a ranch. It's called Lenny Kravitz. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, my friend. Big up Assad. It wasn't Mike Tyson's house or his ranch. It was Lenny Kravitz's LA home. Is that the one that Lenny Kravitz put in Architectural Digest? Is that the same house? I remember there was this house that Lenny Kravitz showcased on Architectural Digest that I remember being fucking crazy nice. Had like white floors and shit. Architectural Digest house. It was a photo shoot. It was super fucking beautiful. And that was it the same one where there's a ranch as well? That was sick. That was from a few years ago. Was it this house? Can't have been this house, right? Because the house I remember from Lenny Kravitz was this one. That was featured in Architectural Digest ages ago. Oh, this is in Brazil. Sorry, my bad. I think you're right, yeah. This is in Brazil. Big up Asazis, you're right, yeah. The house I remember from Lenny Kravitz was this one. The one he has in Brazil. Like, fucking hell. Look at that. Look at that place. Absolutely beautiful. Like, man's got horses and shit, Let's see, Lenny Kravitz LA house. Oh yeah, it is the one. It looks exactly the same. Yep, you're right. Big up Assad Aziz. Look at that. Is that exactly the same house? Yeah, look, there it is. Rocking mansion in the Hollywood Hills. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. That's a really nice home. Not gonna lie, bro. Not gonna lie. Good place for content as well. You know what I mean? You could charge a pretty penny for that shit. Pretty penny. Looks like the house that Dan Bilzerian was trying to buy all one time that he was on buying and turning into a massive whorehouse. That was a big deal as well. But yeah, big up Mike Tyson, man. Big up fucking Mike Tyson for putting it on fucking Brendan. Great to see. I'm not gonna lie, great to see. Moving on, let's quickly go through some other bits and pieces here before we get into another video. Let's see, this one courtesy of the Fire and the Kids subreddit. It's called the Cage Side Contradiction Combo. Cage Side Contradiction Combo. Let's see this one.
And then came in, but
good seats.
Sitting, well, I don't know. We were right behind Joe Rogan and Michael Bisping and John Anik. So I don't know if that's good.
It just depends. Can you see it great there?
That's a very good point.
Because listen, it's fun to sit cage side and Joseph Rogan's our buddy. You're behind him. Hate to spoil the thing here. The best seats are not there because you have the pillars. You have a lot of people in front of you. You usually want to be now. Grant, if you're a celebrity, it's
pure jealousy, isn't it? Pure jealousy. Actually, the seats that you have, although everyone says they're the best, they're not actually the best. Pure jealousy, pure envy, and jealousy just seeping through every orifice of his body. Fucking hell, man. Like, you've had it all, mate. You've had it all. You've had it all. And you still are such a fucking hater. God damn it.
Stuff, but you want to be kind of in the first, like, not first row, but we're just above. So your eyesight.
Yeah, no, for us, it was.
Brendan trying to act as if like cage side seats aren't great. Bro, cage side seats are great. Doesn't matter if you're on fucking floor level or not. Cage side seats, seeing all that shit happen right in front of you must be fucking crazy. I've never sat cage side of anything, but I could imagine it's fucking wild to see that stuff in real life. To see fucking people in the UFC punching and kicking and fucking, you know, choking each other out in the cage while they're right in front of you. Literal blood is fucking getting splattered over your jacket. It must be fucking vibes. You don't need to be just above, in the level above, to see it down there. Nah, man, it's not TV. It's a real event.
Great.
You're good.
Seeing him that close.
You're
And my
smaller.
son, for my son too, it was so awesome.
I bet. Yeah.
Fucking, he's getting in a cage and fighting.
I'll tell you right now, though, after sitting cage side, having the best view in the stadium, in the arena, I'm glad I'm on the outside.
Because it's brutal.
Oh, bud. Bud.
Because...
Oh, you'll love this. You'll love this. You'll love this.
I never noticed how fake it was. It's like you practice it in the mirror and then we'd fuck each other. Like, it's like you practice it in the mirror, then we'd fuck each other. You know? Like, it's not even genuine. He's not even laughing genuinely. It's just a fake laugh to punch up a shitty joke. He was probably doing in the mirror. Walking around his garden. Then we fuck each other. Then we fuck each other. Then we fuck each other. Then we fuck each other.
It was packed in there, dude. Packed. It was a fun time. Fun time.
Where were you sitting at?
Chin, the agent of chaos. Chin, the agent of chaos. He might have a face for radio.
Cage side.
Right? He might have a face for radio. This man might have a face for radio, but he's an agent of fucking chaos. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him, mate. He knows exactly what he's doing, innit? What seat were you sitting at? You said all that shit about cage side seats not being that good. Could you remind us what seat you were sitting in, please, sir? Remember you said before cage side seats were overrated and no one to sit there, but could you just let us know, where were you sitting? Yeah, where were you sitting? Big up Chin. Chin's growing a fucking pair, man. Chin's growing a pair of big fucking Korean balls, right? And they're not chicken balls because he's not Chinese.
Cage side.
Cage side? Cool. Was it easy to see stuff or was it?
No, it's great. Okay. Yeah, great. Yeah, it was great.
Was it easy to see stuff? Honestly, big up Chin one more time, please. Big up Chin, man. I love that. Was it easy to see stuff, you know? Big up Chin, please. Oh my god.
It was packed in there, dude. Packed. It was a fun time. Fun time.
Where were you sitting at?
Cage side.
Cage side?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Cool.
Was it easy to see stuff or was it?
No, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
Oh, that was brilliant. Big up fucking Chin, man. Big up Chin. Wherever you are, I hope you resigned. Hope you know what you're worth. I hope you demanded more money and now it's sending them in the fucking tizzy. That's why the fucking show got cancelled. I'm hoping you've caused a fucking bunch of panic over there. I really am hoping, man. I really am hoping. It's unlikely, but I really am hoping that to be the case. So big up fucking Chin. Big up Chin Su-yi. Moving on. We did Chin Su-yi. Have you guys seen this? I'm sure some of you guys have seen this, right? So Brendan Schaub's wife is getting a lot of attention on the fucking Reddit as per usual, but I find this post to be the most hilarious because somebody made a little clapback reply sort of thing to her. So Brendan Schaub's wife will sometimes post these things on her Instagram stories, which I think are a real compositional masterpiece. she always finds a great way to not only show off the expensive cup that she uses to drink water that she hates or coffee and shit. She also uses this opportunity to show off a ring, maybe some shoes, or most importantly, the car she's driving on that particular day. And I love that this particular picture, she found a clever way to include not only the name of the cup, right? The name brand, Yeti. She also found a very tasteful way to make sure you saw that fucking AMG logo on the steering wheel. And if you know your cars and you know the shape of certain steering wheels of certain cars, you could instantly recognize that that was a G-Wagon, you know? Just from the shape of the steering wheel, the style of the steering wheel. So I love that she does this all the time, and she posts the cutest little coffee cup. It's like, bro, you know people don't look at the coffee cup. You know exactly what you're doing. You know what you're showing off. You know, flexing the wealth. And I've always said, like, if it ever happens that Brendan gets bankrupt or goes bankrupt, I don't know what this woman's gonna do. This woman might have a real ego death. She might really lose her mind. If ever it comes down to the fact that Brendan loses everything, has to sell stuff and whatever, and they have to downsize their house and live in a condo or something, this woman's brain might break. She might legitimately have a breakdown because everything in her life is materialistic. So anyway, with that being said, somebody on the TFATK subreddit copied it as a clapback. Look at this post. Absolutely genius. El Doctor wants me to drink water, but I don't like. I'm sleepy. And a Toyota and a super crusty coffee cup from home. Like, I love it. I love it. It's so good. To contrast her flexing her Yeti cup with the G-Wagon, absolutely hilarious, because most likely that woman's Yeti cup is probably worth more than this person's entire car. That's what makes it funny. I love it, honestly. I fucking love it, man. But yeah, I just pray that Brenda doesn't lose his money, because if he does, that woman might legitimately have a mental breakdown, man, because Brenda's money is like her entire identity, legitimately her entire identity. So let's see what going in there. Let's see what going. Moving on. Let's talk a little bit about this iconic video. Do you guys remember this video? And big up the person on the Final Kiss subreddit for posting this as well, by the way. The title: never forget that this is the guy. Sorry, never forget that this guy is genuinely a piece of shit who views poor people as lesser humans to himself. He is untalented and unremarkable garbage that deserves all his failures and humiliation. So clearly, you know, the TFATK subreddit guys, they want to see this guy broke. I don't go that far. I love the entertainment. I love just to kind of laugh and point and laugh from afar. But the TFATK subreddit guys, they want to see this guy like down on his luck, tin cup in hand, shaking that shit in the street. But this is also the first sort of interaction he had with the fans that was negative, that is essentially laid the blueprint for how he's been engaging or being treated by the quote-unquote fans ever since. He did not respond well at all to any sort of like slight criticism, and he showed himself up to be a pretty unpleasant guy. This is an iconic clip.
But for the people that are negative or are on forums and create troll accounts, I view those people the same I view a homeless guy critiquing my art or critiquing my set or critiquing a podcast. They do not matter. It literally does not matter to me. I mean,
I love that he talks about what he does as art, by the way. Like I said before, some of you guys in the stream chat, please think and meditate on the fact that some of the biggest redacts in the world think of themselves as fucking Michelangelo. Think of themselves as fucking Steve Jobs. Think of themselves as Pablo Picasso. Think of themselves as some of the greats. They legitimately think of themselves like that. Absolute redact, especially in Brendan's case. Like, what? Like what? If not for sports, you probably would have never graduated college. Why the fuck do you think so highly of yourself? Insane, because you got a popular podcast. Huh?
Because the person who would go out of their way to create that account or to live in their mom's basement or whatever job they're working could not.
By the way, you don't go out of your way to live in your mom's basement. You live in your mom's basement because that's what you're doing at that time. You're trying to save money. You have nowhere else to go. But it's not like you find a way. It's not like it's not by choice. You want to live somewhere else, but you don't have a choice, and your mom loves you, so you live in the basement. No big deal. But I love how Brendan's like looking down at people that do that, and I always find it funny because I always imagined. I'm not sure if that's true. I don't know if it's true, but I bet you most podcast fans are probably like working class or lower middle class. And I love that he actually looks down on people like that. He actually looks down on people from that, class level, from that socioeconomic level. He looks down on them. He thinks lesser of them, especially if they're giving him feedback and shit. He doesn't like it. But like I said, they make up the majority of his fan base.
Not even fathom the amount of work it takes to pull off something, whether it's a set or a good podcast or a business or merchandise or, it's just...
Yeah, big up NJ Ranger.
Why shouldn't I want this bum to go broke? He relishes the thought that we are all broke, that we are all unsuccessful. Why should I not take pleasure in him being reduced to the same stature?
I said this. Look, you're talking to the. I say the same thing about DSP and shit, and there's a lot of people that don't agree. I think you should just like point and laugh and be okay with the shite show. Like, no, it's actually not fair that such a piece of shit like that gets to be quote unquote successful, despite being an unredeemable piece of shit. In any other walk of life, people like DSP, Wings, and Boogie wouldn't have what they have, but they're kind of lucky because they're online, and being a degenerate and being a piece of shit, actually, it's a good thing to be online. You can kind of, make a living for yourself that way. But with the Brendan thing, it's like, I don't know, man. It's unlikely anyway he's ever going to be broke anyway, because his dad is a multi-millionaire, so that's not going to happen. He's never going to get to a point where he has to sell things. It's not going to happen. I think his dad will always be there for him. So I think that's a bit of a waste of time even to basically wish for it. But I understand the sentiment. I get the sentiment. I really do. Because the more content you watch about Brendan, the less it becomes less easier to defend him or to try to explain some of the things that he does. Because the truth reality is he's just a piece of shit. Like, he got away with it a lot in the early part of his career because of his friendship with Rogan, and because maybe we didn't have that much access to him, right? He only had TFATK. But over time, people have kind of called it out. And I'm sure if you go back in the TFATK archives, especially on the Reddit, you could probably find posts from like 2000 and probably 18 or something. I'm unsure. I forgot when they started. That people were sometimes saying, hey, this Brendan guy sounds like a bit of a cunt. And the main people in the forum like, no, don't say that. He's fine. Da, 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 da. If you don't like the show, don't watch it. All this sort of nonsense. But I'm sure there were people who probably spotted, what was going on from early, and no one really said anything. And then, of course, here we are. Big up Asad Aziz.
At the rate of Bappa's brain deterioration, he might pass on before he gets his dad's inheritance.
Yeah. Ooh. Again, no. I think Brendan and people like Bert Kreischer, they're gonna outlive people. They're gonna outlive most of their comedic peers. I think some of the redacts, some of the people that go out their way to not look after themselves in any way, shape, or form, they're the ones who are gonna end up outliving most of their comedic peers and shit. I bet you. Brendan's gonna be around for a long ass time, and he's gonna be enjoying that inheritance when he gets it. He's probably gonna buy fucking 17 more Hummers.
It does not matter, and I hope my son, I hope other people, they start to discredit those people even more. Because the type of person that were to go on YouTube and leave a negative message, to even create an account to be that way is, I don't associate with those people. I don't know those people. It does not matter to me. So when people lets that affect their mood or their life, it's mind-boggling. It's crazy to me. What do you care? It'd be the same as if a cat created a profile.
That's a good example.
Who cares?
Chin was trying to help him out there. Brendan didn't give a fuck.
Even a homeless guy. If a homeless guy was just creating a profile and talking shit, it doesn't matter.
But
They're,
I mean, if
they're
it's
all
a-
the same. But for the people that are negative,
This thing, look at the negative. He didn't understand. Like, why don't they like me? I'm awesome. I'm the best. How can you not like me? I'm so cool. I'm President Schaub. Like, how can you not like me? I find it fascinating, man. Absolutely, truly fascinating. What a guy. What a guy. By guy, I mean piece of shit. Unfortunately. Cool. Let's move on. Let's play a clip here. Let's take away the Mike Tyson thing. We did that. And let's do a little bit of Schaub show before he gets to the fights. We'll take the first bit and then maybe the end, and then we'll skip back to TFATK, I think, and then we'll go to Chin. Let's play this clip. This is from the latest Schaub show, episode number, I think, 401. So bear with me a second. Let's quickly watch this, the first half, and then we'll swap over to the other half. All right, cool. If you're enjoying the show, you like what you see what you like, please like the stream down below. Don't be stingy. Like the stream.
And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
Sorry about the volume. Chin fucking runs his shit on red. Sorry about the volume.
Bueno noches, amigos. ¿Cómo está?
Ooh. Bueno noche. Ooh. That was rough.
It is UFC Noches coming in hot from the Sphere. Coming in hot. I'm coming in hot straight off the plane from Denver, Colorado. Shout out to the hometown. Your boy was sluggish out there. That altitude. I've been back to that altitude in a hot second. That'll get you. That will get you. I was out there for the one championship fights. Ran into my man Goldberg there. I get some fun stuff set up with him. Yeah, he's a good dude. Giant fingers and hands. Giant fingers. His kiddo plays for the CU Buffs, who break my heart every weekend. They lost to Nebraska fairly bad this past weekend. But his son, who's a walk-on, I was a former walk-on, made the travel team, which is a big deal. I told Goldberg, I said, just don't blow past this. For a walk-on, there's nothing big. You find out the day before, you'll go to the locker room, there's a whole list that says travel squad team, and then we see your name. I cried when I was playing at...
Yo, Wagon Usha in the chat. What's good, G?
Made my first travel ball team. We played...
Oh, yeah, big up Chris Mack. Remember when he's saying you would go jogging with what's his face? Yeah, exactly. Oh, I forgot his fucking name. Is it Frank? I forgot his fucking name. The fucking UFC heavyweight guy, the champion. Yes. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, you wanna come? Yeah, meet your friend. Let's go for a jog. Yeah, right. Brendan jogging
at Washington State. That's the first time. It is a big deal for a walk-on. It means you earned it. And his son earned it. And Goldberg goes, you think? I'm like, oh, but it's this, and then he'll remember this. It's one of the key memories. Core memories your boy has is this. If this is that movie Inside Out, it's one of those core memories.
Okay.
With the little things store those blue balls. That getting making the travel squad, and then when you're in the scholarship, that's how it goes. The rest is a blur. Rest is a fun time, a blur, complete waste of your parents' money, but it is a blur, and you're having fun playing college football. So Goldberg had me call him, talk to him on the celly.
By the way, what's this company called? Is it Trucks or Fucks? What is this? It's like a car company. You guys know what this is about? What's this hat about? He keeps wearing these hats.
The kid made me feel old. He's all, thank you, sir. I'm aware, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm like, okay, just talk to me like I'm a regular dude, you know? But yeah, shout out to Goldberg. Yeah, me and him sat close to each other for the one championship fight in Denver, Colorado. They just put on a fantastic card. Fantastic product.
What? Is it defag? Is it actually dry phosphor gas? Is it?
I don't know what it's like on TV, but in person, when the fighters are competing, there's a heartbeat going do 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 do, and as the round carries on, it goes faster. Do 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 do. Kind of stresses me out, but it is intense. It is very intense. Yeah, great product. Chaudhry got his black belt from Henzo. That was cool. Saw Mighty Mouse. I was rocking my Walker Buehler jersey. It's my favorite jersey. Walker Buehler gave it to me. I love him. So I always rock that jersey. You boys looking swaggy? Rock that. Drive Fast hat, the red one. And I see Mighty Mouse, and he's dressed up. Yeah, I mean, he's looking sharp. Custom suit. I was like, God. I'm like, damn, you dressed up for the fights, my man. I look like a bum over here. And he's like, yeah. You know, he's like, yeah. He's with his kids. I was like, yeah, cool. And I was like, you brought the whole fam for this? The whole fam for one championship? He's all, yeah, man. I'm like, oh, wow, cool. Yeah, I guess Denver.
Brendan's still not. Brendan kind of admitting here he doesn't know how to read a room. No ideas how to read a room. No ideas. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. Lack of social awareness is like on a -10.
It's pretty cool, man. He's like, I could tell like he's occupied. Like he's acknowledging me, but you know, also he has bigger fish to fry. And he's like, all right. I was like, yeah. And we were talking. He's like, oh, cool, man. And you know, it's one of those like, okay, I gotta go. I'm like, yeah, no doubt. You know, all right, see you later, champ. And then they do this whole presentation, and I'm sure it was on TV. Again, I don't know what the broadcast was like. And it's Mighty Mouse retiring. I thought when he walked up, I'm like, oh, they're going to announce some like super fight or something like that. But it was him retiring. And he's getting choked up. I'm getting choked up because his family's right next to us. My wife's next to me. She's getting choked up. Chris Camozzi, shout out to Chris Camozzi. I haven't seen him forever. He's getting choked up. Yeah, I mean,
and we know one thing that Brendan loves to do is get choked up. He loves a good cry.
Greatest to ever do it, man. Hung up the gloves. What a storied career. What an absolute storied career. You're talking about a special career, especially at his size. To be his size and with zero argument from anybody that knows fighting. I mean, if you say, oh, GOAT, he's the GOAT. There's nobody that knows this game that's going to argue with you if he's your GOAT. Top 3 GOAT of all time? Of all time? And then he walks away, has his wits about him, great family, healthy. And the GOAT conversation's always tricky. I always give the heavier weight class the advantage because if they zig the wrong way when they should have zagged, the fight's over. So to be that dominant like John Jones, I usually have him over Mighty Mouse. In Mighty Mouse fighting smaller weight classes.
Doesn't that apply to all weight classes? If you move incorrectly, if you don't have wits about you could get knocked out. I understand it's probably more prone to happen in UFC because of how big the guy is, but come on.
But you'd add more chips to that argument with Mighty Mouse because you're talking the way he presented himself, the way he carried himself as a champion, and not only doing it in the UFC, kind of in the Western Hemisphere, and then to go over to one championship and dominate 2 and be a champ over there, oof, just adds to his argument. They're talking about a guy, 0 issues, 0 baggage.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves working with him. Nicest guy in the world. Great father, great husband. Just a solid person, solid human being.
But
most of these greats we talk about in other sports, insert whoever you want. Michael Jordan, complete asshole.
Mike Tyson.
Who else you got? Barry Bonds, complete asshole. Kobe Bryant, asshole. Rest in peace. John Jones, tough. Tough. Lance Armstrong, tough. Insert the sport. Whoever you want. They're tough, man. Not Mighty Mouse.
Anything more?
First team all nice. First team all friendly. First team all dad. First team all husband. 0 baggage. No PD things, nothing. Competition-wise, okay. It's up there, man. It's up there. The reason why he never got the respect he deserves from the
You mean from you? You mean from you?
Casuals. Anybody that's in the space, has any background, always gives it up to Mighty Mouse. I've never heard anybody talk bad about Mighty Mouse who actually knows fighting. Ever. Ever. I haven't heard it. It might exist for some YouTubers trying to get clicks, like Mighty Mouse the worst. And picture him like, and then Mighty Mouse there, I think a lot of that comes from he never got his credit from the casuals because he's small. He's small. Everybody thinks they can fight, and everybody thinks they can beat up the smaller guy. That's why. I mean, there might be some morons out there, but you never hear anybody like, I could take John Jones. I could beat up Francis. Never. They're too big. But everybody thinks they can fight. Everyone thinks they're funny.
Okay.
So you don't give guys credit. So for Mighty Mouse, the guy on the couch who's never been in a fist fight ever trained goes, 125 pounds. I'll beat the shit out of that guy. No, you won't. I'll tie you nuts. No, you won't. Bradley Martin, remember? But I'm 260. Yeah, you are. He would mop the floor with you.
Is he trying to fucking send out some sort of like, you know, signal or some sort of message to people not to fuck with them anymore? He's talking a lot about violence and people getting fucked up, I've noticed, lately anyway, at least.
He would. He just would. It's just how it would go. But everybody thinks they can fight, and he's a smaller guy, so he's never this huge draw. Dana White didn't do him any justice, you know, with some of his remarks as well down the line, but he's giving him his kudos now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's one of the reasons why Mighty Mouse, you know, just never came with the same aura as like a Khabib or John Jones or insert whoever your GOAT is. UFC flyweight records held by DJ. Most wins, most finishes, most submission wins, win streak of 13, title fight 12 wins, fight night bonuses 9, average fight time 18 minutes,
you know what?
Total fight time 4 hours 40 minutes.
This is too much. He's fucking boring as fuck, this motherfucker. Schaub show, we didn't get much information in the beginning. I think we got all the information we need from Schaub show anyway, because Schaub show, he announced about the delay for the announcement of the truck, so we'll let him go for now. We'll come back to him another time. Let's do Chin. Let's do fucking Chin. We have a long time to be done Chin. Let's do Chin. Chin's the latest one. Let's do Chin. Let's do Chin. Because fucking hell, Brendan legitimately is like, could make you go to sleep. He's like, you know, Brendan Schaub reminds me. Brendan Schaub reminds me of fucking Eric Clapton. When I was younger, and my mom was trying to make me go to sleep, she put on a channel where there'll be like on loop. I don't know what channel it was back in the day when I was at home. There was like this channel on our satellite that had Eric Clapton on loop, like various Eric Clapton live shows. And I think he's known for doing like really long live shows. So she would just put Eric Clapton at night, and I'll just fall asleep because of how boring and shitty his music is. It was funny learning much later down the line when I got into streetwear. Weird fucking segue. But when I started getting into streetwear, I then discovered that Eric Clapton's super big and a bit of a legend and an icon in the streetwear world. He's very friendly with Hiroshi Fujiwara, who is known as the godfather of streetwear, and somebody who like worked with Nigo and John Takahashi from Undercover, and you know is like a big important person in streetwear. Eric Clapton kind of knows him, and they've worked together on jewelry. They've worked together in studios and shit. Like it's really, really cool, to be fair. Really, really strange connection, but yeah, there we can go. Eric Clapton's fucking terrible. Fuck Eric Clapton, boring ass music. Eric Clapton kind of looks like Joe List's dad, isn't it? You know, he kind of looks like Joe List's dad a little bit.
Going up, staying up all night till we saw the sun.
No.
When they asked where we went, we were on the run.
No.
Spinning round, falling down.
No, straight away with the fucking music. Straight away with the music. The first clip is music. Is it? It's not his music, is it?
Right, that's our song.
Of course it is. No wonder he gets no girls, man. No wonder he gets no girls.
We are in my Airbnb here in San Diego. Just for...
Oh, I love the Airbnb tours. Nobody in the world makes Airbnbs look more boring than Chin. No one in the world does this. Even parents that we all have, or extended family. I don't think they'd subject you to this level of tism about a fucking Airbnb. Like, oh my god, here we go.
Tonight, and then tomorrow, and then Friday morning, heading all the way to Big Bear to go camping and shooting guns. Let's go and give you a little tour. There's a dining table.
There's the dining table. Thanks for pointing it out. I would have never noticed it. I would have never noticed it if you didn't point it out, Chin. Thanks. I would have definitely missed it. There's the dining table. Great.
Quaint little spot for two. There's the main couch. I think it'll fit me and probably a small person.
What small person? Are you trying to fuck? You trying to fuck? What small person? You trying to fuck?
I did get this to go takeout, Lazy Dog. It's pretty close by. Bought some Doritos sweet chili to go with it.
Yo, Chin loves those Doritos, isn't it? Yo, big up Assad.
When I hear Chin sing with soul and brings a tear to my heart.
I love how you said tear as well, by the way. I love tear. I love a tear. Big up Assad disease. Tear to my heart. Yo, Chin loves these crisp innit? These Doritos. Just have some of you guys in the stream chat try this. Let me know. Have you guys tried this particular fucking flavor? He loves this flavor, man. He's always fucking eating this shit. But then he'll remove the extra carbs from his buns. Like while he's making an egg McMuffin in the morning. It's like, fucking hell, mate. Either you make it or you don't, you know? Come on, mate. God damn.
Shout out to my boy Georgie Case. Here's a refrigerator. It's kind of like a medium-sized one. I got my Zevias and my Sunkist in there. My soy sauce eggs that I always make myself. Some extra eggs for camp. And I got the Sunkist inside the freezer so I can get it nice and cold before I grub.
Before I grub.
Here's the kitchen counter. Some artwork. Here's the bathroom. Nice, right? Old school shower. This reminds me of showers in Texas. There's a little sink. There's me. And here's the bedroom.
Actually, let's see that again. Let's see here's me. I want to see that one. Let's see how this weird fuck looks in the mirror. Where's here's me? Here's me.
There's me.
Here's me.
And here's the bedroom. Nice, quaint little spot. And I'll show you the outside tomorrow when you can see it in daytime. There's actually a really cool patio that goes along with the main house. But this is it. This is it. Oh.
What is it? Yeah,
is that number 5? I can't tell. If it's a 5, my favorite number. All right. Let's grub.
Okay.
This is from Lazy Dog Cafe here in San Diego.
Jesus Christ.
And what I got was a bison burger. It looks delicious. Here's some of the sauce, and these are umami fries.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm gonna microwave this stuff before I eat it, but just give me a little look. And I also got a side of tortilla soup. There's tortilla soup. There's some extra tortilla chips there.
Did he put that?
Here's some.
Hold on. Did he put that shit into the microwave? In those little styrofoam cups? How come it didn't melt? What? Yeah, they don't deserve this, man. They don't deserve this.
Little accoutrements, cheese, and is that cilantro or something like that in there? And they gave us this weird, it looks like a pita. Maybe it's a big old tortilla.
Big up Uche. Having a favorite number and it being 5 is one of the most autistic things. Oh, big up Uche. Oh yeah.
Shit, I don't know. All right, this is gonna be a very fast review because I just want to eat and go to sleep, but I'm doing it for you guys.
We don't want to see it, man. Just eat and go to sleep. We don't want to see it.
So here we go. Let's take a bite of this bison burger from Lazy Dog Cafe.
Jesus Christ, he loves a good slurp.
It's so hard to make a bad burger, but this is actually really good. Let's try the umami fries. I'll dip it into the sauce that they gave me, which I think is like 1,000 Island sauce.
Okay.
The sauce is good, but the umami fries are not like. It's not umami. They're like seasoned fries.
Oh.
To me, umami fries would be like.
I like him already. I like this version of Chin. He's letting his nuts hang.
Really savory and tasty, but they're just like regular seasoned fries. All right, I was gonna do the soup as well, but it's getting late. I gotta record tomorrow, so that's it for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Okay. The next day.
Take a little gander at my patio here at my Airbnb in San Diego.
Another patio.
I got here last night, and look how beautiful this is. And that's actually the main house, and I Airbnb'd this little space here, so I'm not balling that hard. But anywho, I'm here because me and Browse are recording the last finishing touches of our album, at a place called Signature Studios here in San Diego. So we're gonna complete that, hopefully get it done soon, and put it out there for you guys.
By the way, when this album comes out, we're doing a live reaction on it, play by play. We're reviewing every single track. Most likely on my Kick, maybe not on here. I don't want to get dinged again, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna replay the entirety of the album, one track at a time.
And then after that, I'm driving all the way to Big Bear. Yeah, so I'll probably do like a bunch of Instagram stories and show you guys the whole thing. But yeah, just enjoy this view for now.
Okay. Looks like a really nice office, I'm not gonna lie. Nice place to go work at.
Forgot to mention, me and Browse, after recording, we're gonna go see our buddy David Lucas perform at it's called American Comedy Club in San Diego. So we'll be there at 8 p.m. Hope to see you guys there as well. Heading off to get some coffee right now. And yes, I am wearing the same clothes as I wore last night because I'm walking for like 30 minutes or so to get coffee. So I'm gonna sweat it out, shower up when I get back, and then head to the studio. Here's my guitar. Heading over to the studio now. I'll see you guys there. We'll see Browse, and we have an engineer for I think 5 hours, so that's gonna be good. I don't have to.
Imagine hiring somebody to mix and master their shitty songs. Waste of time, isn't it? Really, think about it. Come on, Bolter. What?
You know, I don't have to do the engineering myself. I could just focus on singing and writing and doing all that good stuff. All right, see you there. Ooh wee! Look at that thing. All right, so apparently I'm here. It says on my map at least, but I don't see any dang studio.
It's coming, relax.
It's just like
it's
a big
coming,
old
it's
warehouse.
coming, relax. Jesus Christ, baby.
I don't know what's happening here. I'm gonna drive around to the other side and we'll see what's popping. I don't see the dang. Oh, there I see Studio C, Creative Sound. So let's keep driving through here and we shall see. We shall see. All right, here we are. Found it.
Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Looks really nice.
And here we are. This is our studio for the day. Studio A.
Okay.
There's our amazing engineer, Patrick.
Jesus. Hope we got paid well.
This place is dope, man. Holy crap.
Okay.
That's like movie sound stuff. From what I remember. Oops.
It's an older one, but yeah, it's a little
Holy
bit
moly.
older one, but we still use it from time to time.
Cool, and this is the booths. Holy moly.
Look, he's looking for the goon room. He's looking for the goon room.
Insane.
He wants to know what that goon do though. He wants to know what that goon room be
Wow,
doing.
dude. You guys do like everything here?
Mm-hmm.
Like movie stuff and singing?
Yeah, video stuff we've been getting into. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
I can show you the booths. They're a little dirty right now, but
Oh, it's all good.
that's where we keep all of our mic stands.
Cool. Do you sing as well, or do you do music? You must, right?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I play guitar and sing, play piano.
No way. You have your stuff online?
Yeah.
You do?
Spotify.
Oh, nice. Well, definitely got to get that information afterwards.
Sweet.
Cool, man.
Yeah, two singers. You can put them in there. Band out here. You know.
Yeah.
I interned here for a year and then.
That doesn't sound the most romantic way, does it? Really?
Yeah, I've been doing this for about a year, like engineering.
So you interned, 2 years now, or roughly? That's kind of like me when I did engineering.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I interned, but I interned for 2 years and then I became the engineer.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
To learn a lot of stuff, but that's cool, man.
Hold on, does he mean he entered 2 years with Brendan without getting paid properly? Then he got paid later.
Oh yeah. You were here last time.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did.
Oh, with
Sure
Jordan.
I did.
That's right.
Oh, it's right. Okay, I thought it was
Browse
Austin Awake.
Oh no, it was Jordan Mitchell. Came down here.
So
You could just come straight out the gate with that.
Honestly, some of this music is so fucking bad.
Like this beat or not really?
Cool, but it just sounds like,
Basic.
not basic, but not like
Crazy.
Yeah, Zaki Kirimaru. These guys going to a recording studio is a disgrace. They literally just need a mic and a Scarlett. Exactly. A good mic, a good audio interface, and you're good. but they might want to be deep in it and shit. So
It sounds fun. It sounds good.
Do that coast to coast. Okay. Put that shit on the show. Okay.
Out of all the ones that we are not finished with, which is the one that we have the most.
Down. Almost you, maybe Teddy. Remove the tag. Let's try pocket change.
Let's do it.
Track name is?
Yeah, don't worry. Cause that one ends with you gone. Does that sound right, Raj, or what?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm good. Cause that one ends with you gone. Cause that shot glass got your name on it. Lipstick left a stain on it.
Ew. Shot glass, got your name on it. What? Cuppy cup, get your stain. Yuck.
Picture in a frame in a room. Don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. I've cut myself into.
I have that, so let me airdrop it and see if you can just drag it right in. The AU ref 5L. Okay.
Feels like
Being an engineer at a music studio might be one of the hardest jobs in the world. It must be soul destroying. To be an engineer at a music studio must be soul destroying. The amount of terrible things you must hear on a daily, if not hourly basis. Can you imagine the dross, the horrible music they have to sit there and listen to and master the way that they want to master it? Woo-hoo-hoo.
like everything moving so fast paced, but I've been holding on to
Later that night.
like a campfire fishing on the lake.
So bad.
Blasted. I'm like, I just want to tell him, like,
This morning?
this morning, yeah.
I just heard him on the way here.
Why are we going the right way?
What the green?
How old is Little Browse, by the way? Is Little Browse like 20, 30? Him and Chin are really close, isn't it? Chin kind of lives vicariously through Browse a little bit.
Or the
Jesus. With David Lucas, yeah? Next day.
Morning is here. I just left San Diego, heading all the way to Big Bear right now to meet with my buddies. It was a good trip. Me and Browse recorded the last finishing touches of our album, but still we didn't finish. It kind of sucked. We were there for about 5 hours, so we couldn't get everything done. So still got to work on that. That being said, we went to David Lucas's show, which was freaking incredible. It was so much fun, and that was my first time seeing him do his own like head.
Oh yeah, big up credit in the stream chat. To be honest, I know an autistic person on the YouTube channel, and the camera work is very, very similar. That's hilarious.
Lining act. So that was really cool to see. We got to hang out with him. It's been a while since we saw him and hung out with him, so it was really good to hang out with a buddy, an old buddy. Anywho, on our way to Big Bear, it's going to be about a close to 3-hour drive, which is not bad considering I'm in San Diego. I thought it'd be a lot worse. But yeah, all right. I'll see you guys in Big Bear.
If there's one thing we're good at as Brits, is getting in trouble for something you didn't do. We love a good. Love it.
Guys, you know what? We're not gonna be eating that much anyways. You know what? We'll be drinking. That's what's gonna happen, dude.
All right. Looks like Santi's getting talked to by the security guard here for some reason.
Hmm?
It's because he's black.
Alright, calm down, mate. It sounds a little bit sketch.
And passing by the lake now. And I'm in first gear still.
Let's continue on.
And this is where the pavement ends. Oh, shoot. And the fun begins.
Straight up cobble roads now. Or regular civilian walks, you know? Test drives like, nah. That's a flex. What's a flex?
And now we've arrived to the private area,
Okay.
acreage that we can go ahead and camp and shoot at. We've reached another private property gate fencing situation. So that's 2 gates so far.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's more up there. This is a pretty unique place. There's like outhouses, little barns. Looks like a cabin type of situation there. Oh, it's a shower. That's pretty sick.
I guess so, mate. I guess it is pretty sick.
All right, so we've arrived. This is a cool ass private property space that my friend Russ's, one of his clients, owns. There's Russ's rig. There's Santi's rig. This is the rig you already know, my brother's truck. Taco. They got tables, washing station, showers, more wood than you could ever imagine. There's showers. And it looks like a little cabin over there.
Yeah, that is
I think that's
so
where
we
you're
can
gonna stay,
sleep
right?
in there.
Who's that talking?
Really?
Yeah, there's four bunk beds in there.
My brother.
He has a main cabin somewhere else. I think it's like back there.
Dang. What is this property for? What does he do here?
He fucking bought it, 6 acres, like
Just to have?
15 years ago.
Wow.
So everything back here is like all his. Like we can explore whatever.
I can't wait to explore. But this is incredible.
Jesus Christ, why is he talking like that for? Like, he doesn't speak English. I can't wait to explore it. What the fuck was that?
Explore.
What?
I can't wait to explore. But this is incredible.
What?
Here.
He fucking bought it, 6 acres, like
Just to have?
15 years ago.
Wow.
So everything back here is like all his. Like we can explore whatever.
I can't wait to explore. But this is incredible. Got us a little swing chair here. I don't trust it though.
Of course, no problem with it now.
Your back is like 4 feet away from the...
Okay, we've seen this.
Even me, I couldn't even fit there. All right, we're gonna do this. If it falls, oh my god, I'm... Oh, fuck. No, it's just too far back, dude.
You need like a... Take a picture of you guys.
What the fuck is this?
Make a slow-mo? Yeah. Make a slow-mo video?
You gotta swing.
Dude, this is amazing, man.
It's awesome. I didn't expect this at all.
Me neither.
Thank you, son.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like... but nothing there.
That's what I thought. I know he said there was like a couple random things.
Okay.
I think I mentioned this already, but there's a cabin in here on the property and an RV trailer.
Look at the big rain on it.
Hey!
Oh, they're cots. Shit. How's someone gonna sleep on the bottom cot?
That's all you... Damn, bugs.
Oh, fuck yeah, bruh.
That's nice though, man.
Yeah, I bet it is.
You got your own little lantern in here too?
Dude, this
And
is...
your own candle? Come on,
This is
dude.
fucking shit.
Just for reference, I want people to see.
If
Oh no! Was that the cot or was that your
It
ass?
was the cot.
Yeah, whatever, dude. It's fairly tall. I mean, I can walk in here, no problem.
It's about the ceiling. The vaulted ceiling's about like what, 6'6"?
Yeah, probably 6'6".
But vaulted ceilings.
Vaulted, yes, vaulted.
Gotta say, it's
Your little
vaulted.
bookshelf here.
What the?
You got your little
What the fuck is this
person that
vlog?
reads your bedtime stories right there.
What the fuck is this vlog? What is this? What the hell is this vlog? Like, really, what is the point of this?
Right?
You're good to
That
go.
video?
Oh, here we go. This fucking copyright music. Or copyright free music he always uses. Jesus Christ.
I forgot my sleeping bag, my pillow, my fishing poles, my utensils, cooking gear, except for a stove and a pan, but all the other stuff, like, you know, the stuff that I bought for camping. I forgot a bunch of stuff, but thankfully I'm with campers that they have a bunch of stuff, so we're good. But there we are. Tent is fully set up. Hopefully it's not freezing tonight.
I bet it is.
First meal of the night, not the day. There you go. Steak and asparagus.
Asparagus.
Asparagus. And you seasoned it with what? Very simple, right? Salt and pepper?
Nope.
What is that?
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
What is that?
You know what it is.
Blackstone.
Oh, Blackstone. All right,
Yep.
cool.
This
Okay, now that's cooking. Santi says it looks better now.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Well, that's incredible.
Okay. What are you gonna do about it?
That's beyond incredible, bro. Beyond incredible. Yes.
Beyond incredible? That's going really far.
Yeah. Look at all that.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Look at that.
Oh, good. You know, we should take it off the grill because that looks perfect.
No.
We're by ourselves. We're fucking cooking by ourselves. We have no one around us.
Private
That's
land.
beyond
Thanks to you,
incredible.
Russ.
Private land, exactly.
Thanks to your friend.
Thanks to my connects.
On 6+ acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6+ acres.
And who's cooking?
Santi.
Yes,
Santi,
sir.
thank you for the light because I would not be able to see him if you did not show it.
Oh. I can play, Chan.
Try it out. All you gotta do is just try it out.
Can you just pour us a little bit on this?
Good Lord.
Thank you.
Here. I'll get it for you.
Just a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That's all I need. Thank you. Well, that's the best thing in the world.
Jesus Christ.
It's good, right?
Seriously, it's like all the flavors, but it's not overpowering.
Come on, Chin,
delicious,
do
man.
something, Chin. Delicious.
What's it called?
It's
crack sauce.
Crack sauce.
Crack sauce.
Next day.
A Jackery stopped working. I just, when I plugged it in, it just stopped working. So I had to buy, I literally just pulled this out right now.
Oh, shit.
I bought like an aftermarket Flux Solar. So we'll see how this works.
How much gear does this man have, man? Fuck, you know. But can't remember to take a frying pan when he goes on holiday. Doesn't remember to have a little trim, nothing. Just for the love of the game, purely.
But dude, that was like $400, the panel. Okay, let's see how this works.
What?
New solar panel, old Jackery. Let's see if there's input coming in. There we go. 13 watts right now. I think it's about like 9 a.m. right now. Everyone's awake. Let's see our campsite. All these rigs, tents, and of course the campsite. And we're getting breakfast right now. We're starting off in a weird way because we're having bultak, Korean spicy chicken noodles.
Then you get the dry noodle part.
We got some sausages. These are all natural turkey breakfast sausages. And then Russ is gonna cook up these beef hot links that are extra hot. Extra hot, and then some eggs, and I think that's about it. Heritage eggs. Eggs lapping on the grill. We got some hot links.
Where the ladies at though?
Some sausage, turkey sausage, and then this is the main thing, buldak ramen.
Oh, that looks so good.
Let's try this, the buldak noodle, turkey sausage, and then this crazy ass hot link sausage. Should I do the hot link first?
Try the hot link first, bro.
Hey man, these watermelons are so fucking sweet, bro.
It's not killing me up, but I can feel it. So far, not too bad.
Coke Zero? Chin?
No, I'm
Wash
good.
it down?
Thank you, though.
Dave, some soda behind you, bro.
Buldak. Not as bad as I thought.
Hey, Russ, it's not spicy no more.
Yeah, it's not too crazy spicy.
Sorry, y'all.
Hey, Chin, so why
Good.
is it just always just you? What about us?
You're in the background.
Oh, fuck it, I can't with this, guys. I need to fucking shoot the stream. We're gonna pause it there, mate. I'll come back to this again tomorrow. We're gonna pause it there. This guy's fucking making my brain melt out of my ears. We're gonna pause it there. We're gonna pause Chin Watch there. We're gonna pause Chin Watch there. And we're gonna pick up with most of this stuff again tomorrow, okay? Because I've got to nip off. I have to nip off. Seeing a level of the cameras, exactly. I have to nip off. I have to leave. I have to leave. I have to leave. So back again tomorrow. I'll do a couple more. I'll do a couple of hours before I head off to work because I'm starting later tomorrow, so I can squeeze in a couple of hours. So I'll stream in the morning a little bit. We'll do a little bit more random show, and then yeah, we will continue. All right, cool. And I don't think that's it. What else we to talk about? I don't think that's it. I think that might be it. But yeah, we'll go through a few more of that stuff tomorrow. All right, cool. For now, people, take care, be well, look after each other, and I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you on the other side. All right, cool. Peace.